That'd be an amazing weakness if you don't know like how to get through glass. Like that's you just don't know how to
like
maneuver.
bird can't see glass.
That would make sense.
That's amazing.
Well,
You just constantly smash through windows of bars and stuff, like just like flapping around the building.
I can now attune to 4 things.
Fuck. So that's like just one more than regular, or are you like 4 additional things?
Oh no, for now 1 additional.
Okay, gotcha. Well, that's still a lot. That's nice.
Yeah. Also, anything common or uncommon I make takes a quarter of the time and half the gold.
Shit, that's cool.
you just walk in free.
And what's
Gostar
like what's like the standard amount of time for like a common item, just for my own reference?
That I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
But
I think it depends on the item.
Yeah.
if it takes an hour, I can do it in 15 minutes.
Fuck, that's insane. That's fucking great. Just like whoop it up and bring invisibility or whatever. I don't know.
That means if you find something and you can build it in 30 seconds, you could spend like a day just making like hundreds of a certain item and selling them on for gold.
We're
I mean,
just doing
that's
Skyrim. This is just Skyrim.
If something
Yeah.
takes a week to make, I can do it in 2 days.
Oh shit, that's cool. Just make Noah's Ark in 2 days.
Well, a day and a half.
Interesting.
I got.
Half
I mean,
the gold as well.
Wow. And that's why you're being
I didn't get
hired
anything
in,
good.
what's it called it? I like that you have that side job now as well with Star Platinum, which is kind of cool. Just
Do you want me to make any rolls for it?
Yeah, actually, do, because you're going to be on the road now. It's going to be, because I'm showing the map here. Basically, you can travel. Let me just get my reference up again. I think you can travel because you've got a horse and cart, but you've only got the one horse and cart, so it kind of is pretty much the same. You're just not tired or anything. I'm pretty sure you can travel like 25 miles in a day or something like that. So basically, you can travel
2.5 blocks.
Yeah, 2.5 blocks. We can say 3 blocks roughly. Make it easier. So so you're here. You're currently here at the edge of. You've come out of Rick Railta and the Platinum Woods, and actually, I'm gonna start the stream. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, might as well
Yeah.
explain everything at once.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Into the Multiverse. We're back. It's been a while. And this... what's my intro again? Hello, welcome to Into the Multiverse. Into the Multiverse is a series of D&D campaigns, all set in the world of Gostar. Gostar is a ball sack world dangling from the elemental chaos. It's known as a teardrop world, so it literally just drips out in the shape of a teardrop. And every campaign that we run in Gostar is set in an alternate timeline or reality of Gostar. And this alternate timeline and reality follows the story of the Yeeters, who are exceptional killers and just masters of combat, and you just plow through everything that I put forward. And also, in the last game, we found you're also like master diplomats as well when you want to be. So they're just all around. They're the A team, and yeah, no, it's a cool crowd, and kind of just a bunch of really jacked dudes. Almost nearly everyone in this party now is barbarian in some shape or form.
Excuse me.
And I guess very quickly I'll do a recap as well for everything that happened so far, and also for yourself, Marcus, as well, because you missed the last session too. So you have been traveling down. I'm gonna get the map up here so I can maneuver. You've been making your way down. You've actually come quite the distance, which is nice. You've come down from Zavion's tower, all the way along here, continuing south. Basically, your objective was to try to find where Zavion was. Zavion's tower is currently turned to just solid stone, and there's no way into it. You don't know what happened to him. On your travels, though, down towards Tavenlock, down here, you've been kind of heading down there. There's a teleportation room down there, and there's a few other reasons you want to go down there. Mainly, you wanted to go down as well because there's assassins after you, sent by, I don't know if you found out where they're from.
We did.
Okay, you did. So it's the Checkered Court. They're a group of assassins. They're kind of like the Illuminati of this world, where kings and lords and everything hire this group to assassinate people, to steal things, to do loads of stuff behind the scenes. And currently, the Winter King has hired the Checkered Court to hunt you down and take back the ring which he once owned, which is Tyr's ring. And Tyr is the one of the old Fey Lords of Gostar itself, and he resides in Jotunheim. He's also known as Ghost, and no one has seen him in a very long time, and he's assumed dead. But the last thing left of him, or anything that anyone knows about him, is this one ring that Ebic carries, that has the power of winter within it. And for some reason, the Winter King wants this ring. He wants to take it and destroy it, so he can destroy what is left of Tyr and unfreeze his armies and unleash them upon the world. And so you're like, that's probably not good. Also, we should probably check out Tavenlock, make sure everyone that you know down there is safe, because you were there recently and the assassins might have gone down there. So you started venturing down in that direction, and along the way you fought a bunch of orcs around Crystal Hill. You freed a bunch of people down there as well. You saved a lot of lives from the town that was ransacked by orcs. And you met a lady who was actually a hag in disguise, one of 3 hags from Jotunheim. And her sisters have predicted that the world will burn in flames unless something can be done about Lucy's army. Lucy is the Fey Lord of Taun, which is the fire realm of Gostar. And she is slowly building an army of demons that's going to just wreak havoc upon the world. And these 3 sisters believe that the Winter King's army is the only thing that would be able to counter that army, and they'll neutralize each other, hopefully, and both wipe each other out. That's what they're thinking, so they wanted to bring the ring back. You all managed to convince her that actually you might be able to stop him and actually put a stop to everything. And you didn't give the ring yet. You want to go and meet him for yourself and actually see what his intentions are. So you also had the option to start making your way to the Winter King's kingdom in Jotunheim. And so continue down. You decided to go to Tavenlock first and headed down through Realta. You made you set up shop yourself, Craig, with Joe. He is now a hired artificer in Realta, so you can create inventions for people. They give you commissions now and again. You might go off and invent some things during that time for people, and you're just making a lot of money. You bought a bunch of stuff there as well, headed through the Platinum Woods, and then eventually made yourself to this old forgotten city where everyone had died in a big huge incident a long time ago. And you found out this one city that you were going through had influences from the Dreamer Zachriel in it. And every night a lot of undead wake up and they start roaming around the city. At the center of it was your old teacher, Cedric Malachryth, which you went to visit. And he seemed to be going a little crazy. And he was kind of building, he was starting to dabble in necromancy. You managed to talk to him a bit. You wanted to stop him. You brought back a dragon who was like a son of a... He was
Marcus.
Yeah.
This is where Marcus clocked out.
This is where Marcus just kind of went out. So they brought back a dragon from the dead that had been gone for quite a while using your Staff of Resurrection. And you brought back a Dracolich, which merged then with Malachryth because of the influence of these crystals that Malachryth had been using. And it became a big, huge Dracolich. And everyone was really scared. Oh no, go and find Dracolich. But no, you actually managed to chat to the Dracolich, who used to be a nobleman in the town of Orkyle. But he was kind of known to be corrupted, and he left, and people found out that he was dragon. You're not quite sure, it's all a bit vague, but he escaped, he was hunted down, and his body was shot down out of the sky while he was a dragon, crash landed somewhere. No one got to find the body, but Malekith did. And so when he woke up, he remembered he was dead and he had died, so he was really confused, and everyone else just started chatting to him and just managed to calm him down. And he figured he should kill everyone in the group because he's like, oh, you're the only ones who know I'm actually alive. That's putting me at a disadvantage. So he's going to wipe you all out. But you all managed to convince him, like, no, you're actually pretty useful allies. And he could set himself up here in Malekith's base for the time being and figure things out from there. There's a lot of sources of power here and everything that he could dabble with. And so he was like, yeah, cool. And he made Malekith his little assistant, and now he owns the tower. And he's going to rule over this undead city for a while. And you've either made a really dangerous individual or you made a really powerful ally. We don't know how that will go, but
We'll find out eventually.
yeah. And so you've left him there. You've kind of gathered a few bits. You took a few of those crystals, and you took also a very mysterious, dark, evil, questionable tomb of necromancy magic.
Yes.
Yeah, and it has a lot of strange spells. It has rituals in there on how to become a lich.
Yeah, it has summon lemurs.
It has summon lemurs or lemurs. I don't know how they pronounce them, but it's got a bunch of weird spells that you're kind of piecing together at the moment as you're traveling.
Find my book.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that as well.
Summon lemurs.
Before we start, can I ask Gabe, do you have
Yes.
any idea why I would have a spell named Cathal Sheehan with the description but?
No, is that summon a guy? No,
I don't know. It just
Okay.
the description is but
but
B-U-T-T as in a butthole.
I don't know.
All right, fair enough.
I have no idea.
You make a homebrew spell on Roll20 and just accidentally added it in.
I guess maybe
It could have been.
it's not egg, is it?
It could
Might
be
be
egg. Yeah, it could be the egg spell.
Could be egg.
That's the one that summons all those chickens and stuff.
I
Yeah.
forgot about
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume it's egg. I'm gonna assume it's egg.
Yeah, so
What
you've
was
got
it?
egg, you've also got summon a guy there, and you've also got it's just there's like two spells that are just
yeah.
So you've got that other spell book, which is just a bunch of weird. It's actually it dabbles in some places with Dunamancy as well. The summon a guy spell is their attempt or their studies of Dunamancy, like, and they're trying to apply it in some way, and it just grabs an individual from another dimension and summons them to you.
Great.
Essentially, piece
Like-
together.
bootleg spells.
Yeah, they're real. Yeah, they're real rough.
Amazing.
There's also something called the Mist was brought up,
Oh yeah,
which is a sentient god virus thing.
yeah, that's a good point.
But I think that's all we know about it.
Yeah, it's mentioned in this book as well.
Yeah.
The person basically who wrote this book started basically harnessing the powers of the mist, which is this. Yeah, it's a sentient god virus. It infects people and makes them incredibly powerful and offers them a lot of power, but also ultimately they lose a lot of themselves in the process. And the person who wrote this book that Cedric has harnessed a lot of that power and studied a lot of that power to create this book, and it reeks of just pure evil. This book, it's this a really terrible object. And that's why I like the Yeeters so much, because they don't give a shit about that. They'll use what they can get.
Yeah, because we have the fucking frost giant ring.
Yeah, you have a frost giant ring. You've got the eyes as well that you're
Yep.
using.
I think we have two of them. One nearly killed me the last time.
Yeah, and also
We are good friends with a time god.
Yeah, time god. You got
Lich
all
Big
this
Lich.
really powerful, crazy. Yeah, you demi-lich, dude. Like, so many other parties would just be like a bit like, no, I don't want to really touch that. That's kind of scary. But you guys are like, power! But it's, yeah, I'm quite buzzed at this game so far. But, yeah, so currently you're on the trajectory towards Tavenlock. So you can make it in about 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 1 day. 1, 2, 3. You could make it in about 2.5 days of travel. At the pace you're going.
I
Isn't
think
our
we want
horse?
to.
Sorry, go on.
What was that?
As I said, I think we want to try and just go there.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Alright.
Our horse is also undead.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
your
gonna
horse
say,
is undead.
does it need to sleep?
Well, you brought it back from the dead. Huh.
It was just revivify. So I don't know.
Yeah, I
think
like.
that's
I don't think it's like. I would see it like, you know, like the revived rogue. So maybe it doesn't need to sleep. It can just meditate for that time.
It still can't keep walking.
Yeah, true. Its body would eventually get tired. We can say though, instead of you traveling, you know, the 2.5 things, we can say that's that you can travel 30 miles in a day, just because it can keep going for another bit. Like early in the morning, you can all just get on there and just sleep for a bit, and it just goes on autopilot. You also do still need to steer it somewhat, because it doesn't know where it's going. So, but it can go further though. Yeah, that's for sure.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know if you can hear all my roommates outside my room. Not sure what they're amalgamating and chatting for, but anyway. So you head off. You headed off like in the evening, I believe, or you headed off kind of like midday lunchtime, kind of 1 or 2.
Yeah, we were trying to get away from.
You
before
wanted to
kind of
get
night.
you wanted to get out of the city before nighttime because things get nasty in that city, and you manage to head out of there pretty easily, and you actually get another few hours outside of town before you can set up camp for the night.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, let me just see here. I'm not sure if when I do that you can see my other screen.
No, we can't.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, as you are heading out, I'm just trying to get my headspace correct. You're traveling for a few hours. Is there anything you want to do during that time? Because it's technically downtime as well. You're just going to be traveling for like 6-7 hours.
I want to read my book.
All right. What I'm going to do with this book, because I didn't want to just like make a collection of stuff. I like the idea that this book has just a load of shit in it, and I'm going to just get you to roll a D. How many pages is there? Fuck, there's a lot.
There's a lot of pages.
Yeah, there's a lot. Let me just see how many items in total. I'm just double checking. Okay, I need you to first roll me a D8.
Okay.
How many spells can
6.
you learn in a day? Actually, is there any kind of indication for a wizard of how many?
At a length of time it takes to learn a spell, is it?
Yeah, I'm just curious. I feel like it might be even something to do with your intelligence modifier or something like that. If you don't know, we can say like
I
you learn 3
don't-
in a day or something.
Don't know. I don't think there's a hard set rule on it.
Okay.
It says, is it for like your spell book when you're learning for each level?
I know there's like transferring it to your spellbook.
Mm.
We can
Yeah,
say
it takes-
we can say you would have to maybe basically transferring it as well would be almost learning it as well, because you're kind of learning how it's all put together and everything else. So how long does it take you to transfer a spell?
Oh,
Apparently, it takes 2 hours.
per level.
Okay, per level. So
Level up that spell. Yep.
okay, cool. We can say as well in terms of this, you've got that magical ink as well, and also because these are so detailed, these notes, you don't have to spend any gold for learning these. I'll get you to roll though a D20 now.
That's another D20. Give me something good, boys. 13.
13. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So on this page, there is the spell Spider Legs. And I'm going to send it to you.
Interesting.
Wait, I don't want it in a new window. Fuck. Shit. Okay. I'm going to get it here. Spider Legs. Okay, I'm going to send you a screenshot of it, but it's a level 2 spell. You could ignore the fact that it's a cleric spell. But I'm gonna send it to you on. I'll put it in the magical items chat.
In the Yeeters Discord.
Yes. Oh, in the I'll put it in the Yeeters Discord actually. Sure. Makes sense. So.
Spider leg.
Spider Legs. So yeah, I don't know if you want to share it or anything. It's up to yourself. It's pretty weird. There's a lot of weird, dark stuff that involves.
I just read the first line.
Fucking up, yeah, it fucks up your body and stuff. So that's one spell that you learn in 2 hours. You can learn 3 of these if you like, because you have about 6 hours in traveling at the moment before you make camp.
Yeah, I'll roll the other dice.
Okay, so another D8 whenever you're ready.
Yeah. It takes. Okay, it's an action. It lasts for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna explain that one to the guys.
That's fair.
I got a 1 on the D8.
Alright, and then I'll get you to roll a D20 again.
5. You can go read the one if you want to, guys, but it's pretty self-explanatory what it does.
This is a perfect one for you. I'm going to say this one makes perfect sense why you would have been attracted to it because of your current condition. So there we go. So this is the next spell. I think you've seen this one actually.
It's an enchantment.
Yes, and it's a level 2 spell. So this one actually, we'll say because it's a level 2 spell, it does take the rest of the time. The 2 of these together would take the whole 6 hours actually, because they're both level 2 just for the sake of this. Yeah. Yeah, so that's another spell that you know. It's pretty terrible. So Spider Legs and
It's just called Addiction.
Yeah, it's just called Addiction. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to. Did I have that name in there? Yeah, first one is Spider Legs. So Spider Legs and Addiction. There you go. Is there anything else anyone else would like to do during that time, or are you happy just chilling?
Can I give Joe the box with the eye in it?
Oh yeah.
Because I'll just walk up to him and say, "You like eyes? Just take this. I don't want it. Don't look inside though."
Did you take note of the color of the eye?
I have not a clue. I think I was kind of too busy trying not to get petrified.
No. Oh, it was petrified. Oh, no, I think it was a green one that you got. So Joe has a grey one, and I think you just found a green one as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll give that to
What's the Kenku's name again?
Cyrex.
Cyrex.
My boy.
I'm gonna try to help Cyrex get more used to having one eye.
You know
Oh,
what?
fuck! I forgot he lost an
Yeah,
eye.
both
Jesus.
Cyrex and hold up, I'm actually gonna get
Burr.
and Burr both have one eye. You're just a bunch of one-eyed bandits. It's amazing. I'm actually
It's
gonna.
been a tough road, boys.
I'm gonna open up. Actually, yeah, I'll just get rid of these.
Actually, okay, I need to look up a D&D. I don't. Oh, this is in my search now. I'm looking up D&D drug table.
Oh my god. Jesus. Alright, I'm actually gonna add
This
in...
can be your sidekick. You can just be the world's most effective drug dealer.
Oh my god. It's gonna be like Breaking Bad, because you're like a genius as well, right? So...
Me and Ty actually in Kyle's campaign are drug dealers.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Wow.
Because I'm a druid, so I make all the drugs, and Ty just helps me sell them.
Now I'm gonna swap over my screen to change the window. I'm gonna change it to this. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
What's the program called again?
Dungeon Draft. It's amazing. It's so good. It's like 20 euros, and that's like that's all you pay. You can change it as well. You can add all your own assets to it. So like I've added all these my own tokens, but you can totally change all the textures and everything if you wanted like a more realistic look as well to your maps. I really like the art style for it, but it's as a...
Gabe, could you send in the drugs section of chapter 3?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. You got it. Wow. Chapter 3 drug section, sure.
Strange request, but
It is, but I've got you, dude. Oh shit, this is like... Wow. Hold up, let me actually just check. To a drug... You know what, I've actually got a list of my own drugs that I use for things, so I'll send you that for now.
Okay.
But
so this is a list of the drugs you use. Okay.
yeah, that I've got in this world.
You never said that, Gabe. You never said that.
You didn't ask.
Shopping list.
Yes. There we go. I've got a whole PDF on it. So... Oh, I haven't got... hold up. I gotta edit. I'll send you this anyway. Copy link. And I'll put it in the items thing as well. This is just one of the drugs. That's called Red Eye. But there's a few other ones.
Remember Red Eye?
Yeah, there's Yellow Belly. Which is kind of like a relaxation drug. But essentially, Yellow Belly also... it can cause a lot of stress over time. It's kind of... It's also like an enhancement drug, as in like people take it like for working, where it really helps them focus and also relax at the same time. It's like really intense caffeine, but it doesn't give you the wired effects. It makes you just really calm and calculated for a certain amount of time. But then overconsumption also makes you vomit. It's kind of poisonous.
Adderall.
And has other...
Yeah, it's
and,
Adderall.
yeah. So Yellow Belly. But also there's been strange cases as well. People believe that it also creates strange mutations in people due to the hidden ingredients in this drug. So that's Yellow Belly, aka Adderall. I can't pronounce. I don't know how to spell Adderall.
That's fine.
Okay. There's also there is the blue. I'm going to call it Bergen Blue because I can't remember the original name. So Bergen Blue are these cigars that are essentially they're a sex performance drug. It's just freaking what's it call it?
Viagra.
Yeah,
Viagra.
Yeah, but it also enhances all your animalistic traits as well. It just makes you really kind of feral.
So what happens if I take this? Being a dragonborn.
Oh, God.
You'll turn into a very feral, horny dragon creature that'll probably just start burning things down and eating. It's kind of it goes into your most animalistic primal nature. So that will be up to you how you would want to roleplay that. It would depend on circumstance and how badly you fail your results as well when you're taking constitution checks, and how well you can keep yourself together.
So Targaryens with Dream.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's also another drug called purple jelly. And purple jelly is like a kind of like a club drug. It's sold in these little vials, these little purple vials, and you shoot it back, and it's like a jelly shot essentially. But it's just a really strong hallucinogenic. And then there's also another one on the black market that's very rarely sold, and it's really hard to find. It's illegal in so many cities, and it's also used by a lot of cultists to see visions and all the like. And it's called black moss. And it's actually, even though it's called black moss, it's actually like a fungus that people smoke or even consume or chew on. And also, the idea is you're meant to be able to see into the future or see visions essentially. So those are kind of the most common drugs on the market. There's also there's like weed, and there's tobacco, alcohols, all the rest. But those are the kind of classic 4 drugs that most people know. So there you go. Red eye as well is used for a lot of assassins. So red eye is basically you spray it into your eyes, and it basically increases the frame rates that you see. But also overuse of it causes aggression in people, and makes it more when they're not on red eye. They become really irritated and agitated and all this kind of stuff. That's hard for them to focus. And there you go. That's all the drugs. And yeah, I'm gonna get you to roll for me. I have to get all my books out again. I'm not used to having to get these. But for yourself, Craig, for Joe, you roll. I think it's a D10. Bear with me. During this time, you could be doing some other commissions if you want to. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So I will get you to roll first D6 for me, or yeah, D6.
This is for how many
4
hundreds of platinum you get.
1, 2, 3. 4. And then, oh yeah, wait. I will get you to roll 3d6, please.
6, 4, 1.
6 and a 4 and a 1. So, you're gonna love this. You get 110 electrums for this job. This is a real weird person.
Premium.
There's a real weirdo who asked you to do this job. He owns a shop.
When I just see
Rams.
the 110 electrums like pop up on whatever message board, I just look at Moss and say, I blame you for this. Stop spreading electron propaganda.
Yeah, that's probably one of my brothers. They all like Electrum as well.
So 110, what I gotta do?
We're gonna say he's asking you to create we're gonna say it's about 2 electrums per thing that you're creating, but basically you're creating a bunch of robotic baby dolls, you know, like children's dolls.
Oh, okay.
You're creating a bunch of those, and they basically have to be able to have very simple voice commands and stuff.
Okay, I assume that they're marked as common.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that cost me 1 electrum because it costs half.
To make 1, is it?
Yeah, well, you were saying it was 2 for each.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
they
you get 2
cost in half.
Yeah, perfect.
One each.
Cool. So you would get like then half the amount, is it essentially? And,
Yeah.
yeah.
How many does he want?
So he's paying you 110 electrums. So we'll divide that by 2. So he wants 55 of these babies made up. And he's given you basically like a bag of holding that's connected to his own chest, and you just throw the babies in when they're done. So you can make
Okay.
money.
What roll do I have to make?
Do you have to make any rolls when you're making common items? I'm gonna say, because as long as you have the downtime, you can just make these, because they're straightforward enough. I think for you, like you're pretty good at making some crazy shit. So I think.
I mean, once you add all my bonuses, I have like a plus
Yeah,
19.
exactly. You've got like an
to
insane
any-
base.
roll.
I think it's very hard for you to screw this one up, especially during like downtime, where you can do this in your own luxury. If anything, you can make this a little faster than normal. So
Almost a quarter of the time.
a quarter of the time. How much does it take you to make one common item?
I looked that up.
It'll be like 10 minutes, and he'll do it in like 3.
3 minutes. So he makes
How many babies can you make?
So in 160, if it was say 3 minutes, he can make 55 babies in 165 minutes. So that's like what? It's like nearly 3 hours. You can make 55 babies. We can say during this time today, during the travel, you're just making a bunch of robotic babies.
They're not magic items, are they?
They would be kind of like more, I guess, not quite magical. They'd be more. It depends if the voice box is magical or if you would make it mechanical, that they can record.
I can make it
some sense.
mechanical.
Okay.
Because apparently common magic items take 4 days.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, they don't
Oh.
do magical. Yeah. You can make the basic, sounds recordings. You could just. It depends, actually, though. I'll get one of the people in the party to do the actual recording of the baby sounds. So who in the party is going to be the one who does the baby sounds? It's up to yourself to choose, Craig.
I'll leave Cedric Reed, but can I get Burr to do like an old man voice? Like he
For
did?
the babies!
For the babies. I love it.
Okay.
Or do you want it as like a baby doll, or do you want
Oh,
it
it's up
as-
to. Yeah, they're meant to be like, little babies, like the mama, dada kind of thing. But if you
Oh,
want
right.
to go with his voice.
I thought it was a doll for babies, so it'd be like, the soothing voice. Okay.
I mean, if you want Birdie, I can get up his stats and someone can roll for it.
Who's got good charisma?
That's a good question.
Plus
Now,
0.
the 65. I have better charisma than +0.
Burr has -1 charisma. I'll give it a go. I'll do my best. Not the most charismatic party. Actually, what is?
What about
I
Cyrex?
was just gonna say, he's a Kenku, so he can literally as long as he's heard.
Like
a
a
baby.
mimic, yeah.
Okay, let me see here. There we go. Yeah, he's got a +1 in charisma, but he can also mimic stuff. So if you want him to roll, you can.
Yeah, I might get him because I can also flash a genius if I need him to.
Okay, I'll get you to roll a d20 for me, and he's got a +1 on. Oh wait, does he? It's gonna be performance. So does he have anything in performance? No, so it's just +1 to whatever you roll.
Net 20.
That
Oh my
20.
God.
So initially, Cyrax is like, "No, don't kill me and my family." I mean, and he kind of changes the voice tone. He's trying to remember what the kid actually sounded like when they were happy, and he starts to blush. But eventually, he's got the laughing child sounds. I was like, wait, that was the wrong. And then he plays this ha 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 ha. Mom, Dad. And the end of it sounds like it's slightly screaming and panicked. But it sounds okay during the actual voice recording. It sounds just like a child. And with that, I'm gonna say, oh wow, okay, sure. You get another 60 electrum pieces as a tip for this job.
100.
That's a good tip.
It's a very good tip. I just got the highest I could have gotten for that.
Probably because he gave me the job and he had it back in like an hour.
Yeah, that, yeah,
Plus,
pretty much.
you're paid in
It's like,
electrum.
okay, that's pretty good.
Anyone who deals in electrum is a fucking gentleman.
What I'm gonna do actually.
Well, Moss, I have your pocket money for the next few weeks sorted.
I'm actually gonna have a reputation kind of chart here for your character. So currently, because you've succeeded pretty well in both Joe's jobs, I'm gonna say you get a +4 so far in your reputation, just for myself. Okay, so eventually you'll settle down for the night. You make camp. Whoa, holy shit! Separate. And okay, wagon. Unless you wanted to sleep in the wagon, I don't know. But for now, I'll just you'll park up along the side of the road. I don't know why Burr is so small.
He's one of the biggest one of us.
Yeah, I don't like the cold. Alright. So, you settle down for the night, you find a nice nook along the side of the road. Bird absolutely hates the cold. All his wood just keeps creaking as he gets off the truck. You've all been kind of a bit stiff travelling back. But gathering on the fire, you all settle down. Does anyone want to take a watch for the night? Or are you all going to go straight to bed?
Cedric will just look at everyone and go, I'll take the watch, and then just slowly start like mumbling and fall asleep. He's just
I'll take watch. I'll hop up on the.
I'll go on a shift with Diego because I want to go tinkering with
Okay, cool.
Cool.
different items.
If Burr
Gotta
takes one,
make
I'll take
rolls
one.
first.
Okay, so you two can take the next shift, yourself and Burr. Cyrex as well just kind of settles down, just looking at his eye as well. And before you also, on the trip as well, I'm going to say you were helping Cyrex as well with kind of getting used to not being so disorientated with his eye missing. I'm going to get you to tell me what skill you want to use to actually teach Cyrex, and also maybe teach Burr at the same time. How to kind of gather their surroundings that bit better.
I would say perception.
Okay, cool. So I'll get you to make a perception check for me as you're going to be teaching them.
I have to imagine your way of teaching is you just pick up a lot of rocks and like
just
catch the rocks.
If you can catch a ball, you
Throwing
can,
rocks.
you dodge a rock, you
You could
can
dodge a rock, you could dodge a ball.
A 15.
Okay, cool. So, for the first half of the trip, you play I Spy with them. And eventually they do start to actually focus in on things and everything else. And when you actually pull up the cart around here, I'm going to say do a little bit of sparring with them as well. And with your perception as well, you manage to observe how they're kind of holding themselves down. I'll get you to also make me an insight check very quickly.
Oh, his insight is not good.
So who do you get?
A 9.
Okay, you're trying to also pick up on, like, while you're sparring with them, you're trying to figure out exactly what they're struggling with. But the sparring, they seem to struggle a little bit with. But then when you go back as well, and you do some archery with Cyrex, and you're helping him like find certain targets, and he actually managed to fire, and eventually gets very comfortable doing it. Cyrex at the moment feels much more comfortable with ranged things. He's shit when it comes to like close-up stuff. And at the moment as well, Burr is he's very bad with faraway things, and he's better with close-up, I'm gonna say. So if Burr has to see anything far away, he's screwed. But if Cyrex does, he's good, and vice versa.
Jeez, if that was the other way around, we would be screwed.
Well, you didn't fail the rolls miserably, so it's all good. So yeah. you do
I was
practice.
throwing rocks at her. Dodge!
Just lodges in his eye socket. Very good. I'll have to get better at that. And he kind of comes up to you and just like smashes you right in the face with his fist. Just a dodge. And, you can. I'm gonna make an attack roll. Does a 24 hit?
Yeah, it does.
He clocks you right in the side of the face. And we'll say, for the sake of this as well, you managed to have a bit of a tussle, do some training, do some sparring. You get to read through most of your books, Cedric, as well. And eventually, the sun sets, cold kind of settles in, and the others keep the fire going while you all sleep. And while you sleep, Epic, you begin to dream. And you can feel like the splash of the seawater on your face again. And you can hear the shouts of your fellow crewmates. And in your dream, you're back on the ship that you were sailing a long time ago, what seems like forever ago at this stage. Back in the world where you're originally from, you look around, you see the 7 dwarves scrambling all over the ship, Doc giving orders. At the front of the ship is Sleepy, who is there in a trance, and every time Sleepy would guide you to hidden treasures all around through the visions that he would have, he would go into these trances and communicate with his deity, and you would always find treasure, always find where you needed to be. But that night, ever since your original captain, who wasn't Doc, it was another lady who fell into like a deep slumber a long time ago, and you kept her in a glass cabinet, in a glass coffin, hoping she would wake up again. As soon as she fell into this slumber, Sleepy's dreams started to get weirder, and he started to lead you slightly astray, and this time you were lost at sea, and the storm was getting rougher and rougher, and eventually you tumble across the side of the ship as it almost kind of tilts like a 90 degrees, and you look down at this giant vortex in the water, which you're then just sucked into, and the last thing you see is this giant eye at the bottom of the vortex. You get sucked down, and you remember waking up again somewhere in Bale Green, but the dream doesn't continue that far. You wake up in a bit of a cold sweat. There's like a bunch of melted ice all around you, and Diego and Joe are, well, we'll get to that in a minute, what they're doing. We'll get them both to make perception checks first for their watch.
I was gonna roll over and go, what's with all the eyes? And then fall back asleep.
Actually, should have gotten you guys to roll your perception checks first, but we'll do that now, and we'll get back to you, Epic, in a minute.
22.
20. Oh, I got 22 too.
Fuck. All right.
We got them good eyes.
So, the night is incredibly still, and a lot of the snow all around you creates this weird, eerie silence all around you. And you're pretty sure that if there was anyone trying to approach you, that they would be heard from miles off, just because the sound is so... when you one footstep on this crunchy snow just kind of echoes throughout the whole flat plain that you're in right now. But what you do pick up, the pair of you, is Epic rolling around, and the snow is melting around from his body as his whole body is going like beginning to heat up, and he's starting to go really red. And as he's shaking and tumbling around the place, the box that Diego had given you, Joe, begins to rattle. And there's this humming noise as well in the palm of your hand where you have that grey eye begins to hum within your hand. And the box begins to rattle closer towards Epic and eventually rolls off the cart, opens up and rolls into the snow. And because you both rolled so high, I'm going to get you to... you can roll this with an advantage, but I'm going to get you both to I'll get you both to make a Constitution saving throws for me. We can both make it with advantage.
It's gonna hurt. Oh, a 4 and a 1.
Oh
Ooh.
no. Ew.
25.
Of course.
They go to space plants off the
I do have +8.
Okay, Jesus, how much damage do I do? I just fucking explode.
You take 23 points
Okay.
of.
Worse.
Wait, do I see
necrotic
him
damage.
have to make this roll?
Yeah, you're beside each other. Basically, you both watch the box kind of rattle, and then just like before you have a second to think, it falls off the edge. You both got to reach for it. The eye then kind of rolls out, looks up at both of you, and these 2 green beams shoot up towards your directions. You can do something if you want to help him out. It isn't like
What's
in a
your
split second.
total? What was your totals? Was it your total
4.
1 and 4?
No, 4. This is total.
I am not a tough bird. I
We
just
know that.
I move away from the fight. I don't usually get. It didn't go well. I don't. Diego just fucking stumbles back from the eye. It's like,
Yeah,
fuck! I didn't latch it.
I can add +5, but I don't think 9 passes.
I don't think that's gonna help.
tell you,
I'm
it,
good.
it does not, unfortunately.
I got.
You also take 11 necrotic damage yourself. You take half the damage, so you take 11 necrotic damage, Joe.
I take 5 necrotic damage because I have the life well tattoo.
Yes. Okay, that's okay. Wait, shit, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna get you to make an insight check for me because of that tattoo.
$20.
So a few of your feathers go a bit grey, Diego, as this kind of shoots you and just like racks you of all your energy, and your whole body begins to tremble a little bit. As this beam also shoots towards you, Joe, you manage to shrug it off, and a lot of it is absorbed into that tattoo. And you hear a voice in the back of your head. Just says wealth, power, collect all the eyes and they'll be yours. And you tune into this thing, and there's something about the voice. There's this presence to the voice that's at the back of your head. That's definitely otherworldly and incredibly powerful, and it gives you like goosebumps all down your kind of back, and gives you like an electric shock all down your spine. Just from being in the presence of the power that you just experienced from this eye, you get the sense that it's coming from an incredibly powerful source, one that you can't even fully comprehend. And even the thought that you're like an alchemical, you're like a genius. So even the thought that you can't comprehend what this is, or how powerful it could potentially be, it does give you goosebumps. And the hairs on your arms stand up. And while this is all happening, Evic does wake up. And you can ask about all the eyes.
Can I like throw my cloak over the eye that was rolling towards Epic?
Sure, just as you do as well, the eye does begin to close. The kind of gold plates around the eye kind of close over it like an eyelid. And you do throw it over.
I'll just stuff it back in the box, and I'll be like, I'll turn to Joe, just fucking weld it shut. Fuck this box.
It's currently in a lead box.
You can weld lead.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I'm gonna latch it and, like, I don't know, throw some rope around it or something.
Cool, nice. And it stops shaking at this point. And you would have seen as well yourself, Epic, the eye kind of just begin to close as you do wake up. It's almost reminiscent of the massive eye that you saw in the giant whirlpool.
I'm just gonna scoot over next to Burr and just go, Not dealing with that. Go back to sleep.
Sounds like
sorry,
not my
Burr.
problem.
Yeah. Burr kind of
Damn, that's
stretches.
crazy.
And Burr gives a bit of a stretch, and then like his kind of like roots and stuff, like branches from his arm, kind of just wrap themselves around you slightly. They can grow out from his body. And when you wake up the second time for your watch, you're like almost cocooned completely in like a bunch of branches that have grown over your entire body. And eventually he wakes up, just and they all retract. Okay. Off on our watch, I suppose. He kind of gets up very
It's gonna like
sluggish.
brush out the roots, yeah.
Swap you guys out. Was there anything that Joe was building during that time?
Nothing noteworthy, just messing around with some of my new infusions,
Nice. And
polishing them up. And
sweet. Alright. And I get okay. Burr got a 6 altogether on his perception check. What did you get yourself?
Epic. A 4.
Okay.
Nice.
So the pair of you are chatting for ages. I don't know about what. Burr's just kind of like, yeah, and when I was a kid, there was like this rabbit, and I was like, I'll kill you, rabbit. And I took his head right off. And that's when I kind of thought for the first time that maybe I have a lot of anger inside of me. And he's telling you this story, and you're kind of looking into his one eye, and you're very caught up in the whole thing. It's very graphic the way he's describing it, and all of a sudden everything shakes. You remember there was some sort of flash of something, and you look off in the distance, several miles off in the darkness. It's like the horizon's on fire. I'll get you to make another perception check for me, for Epic.
Huh. 16.
16? Okay. So as Burr kind of finishes his story, you politely wait for Burr to finish his story, but eventually your attention moves towards the horizon. You can see off in the distance a whole series of pine trees and woodlands is all burning up, and there's smoke rising up from the center of it all, and the flames have a slight pinkish hue to them, and there's a slight pinkish glow as well on the horizon. Small sparks and flames are way off in the distance, like traveling all the way up into the sky. That's kind of it. It's kind of roughly in the direction that you're heading, and I'll get you to make a survival check for me.
Okay, I'll be like, Bert, we're gonna have some anger management classes later,
Yes.
but we're gonna need to focus on what seems to be a massive fire over there.
I'll take a perception check with my one eye. And he's shit at looking far away, but he squints for a very long time, and like the little flame, the little kind of like what's essentially like a firefly in his eye kind of gets brighter and duller as he tries to focus, and eventually he's like, oh wow, can we avoid the fire? Maybe. I'm not a big fan. And that looks particularly burny.
I got a 3.
Oh, in your survival. You have no idea how far away it is or how long it'll take to get there. Yeah, it's too dark to tell. You can't really see any objects or any kind of terrain that'll help you judge the distance really at the moment. It could be a day's travel, it could be a few hours travel. You're not really sure. You're not really familiar with this area in any way. Bird turns to you and is like, are we going there to the big inferno, or are we gonna maneuver around it? I don't know. You're the boss. You can see it better than I can. Is it a lot of fire?
Ah, it's just a little like campfire.
I'll roll another perception just to see if I can see how big the fire is.
Sure.
It's safe to say.
I got a 20.
20. Okay. You can pick up as well, a lot of the terrain around that area seems to be lifted, and some of these trees seem to be kind of have risen up slightly around this fiery area, and it's starting to spread around the other trees. You can see that a lot of trees as well have been knocked over, and even some trees, as you're looking over in that direction, are beginning to collapse down into the woods itself, as if they were like knocked up into the air. And there's also like a pathway of destruction moving down to this center point where a lot of the fire is, as if something just like a giant hand just slapped along a bunch of the woods, or a fist just came along and just punched down into the ground, and everything is on fire now. It's essentially what it is.
I'll just wake everyone up and be like, shit's on fire, yo.
With it's very easy to get everyone awake as well, because the giant tremor that just shook through the entire ground, you were already kind of starting to stir, but as soon as everything kind of comes around, I'll wake up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna say, like, we have to kind of hurry our pace to Taven Lock, see if they're okay.
And I fly straight up and see if I can get a better view.
I get you make a perception check with advantage. As you do, kind of get on up, try to see how far away this is.
I'm gonna very slowly fly up because I'm now like 5 years older than I was yesterday. My wings creaking as I go.
God.
Oh, I literally got 2 nat 20s.
Oh shit! Oh my god. Okay. So you
I don't know. Yeah.
you take your time, kind of stretching your wings and everything, waking up, and eventually you blink a few times, and you can see there is a massive fucking meteor crater. About half a day's travel from where you are, and it's glowing pink, and there's all this kind of water pooling down. It's melted a bunch of ice and snow. From what you can see and hear, you can hear a lot of rushing water around this thing. And a lot of the trees are decimated. A lot of the woodland in general is just absolutely destroyed. Essentially a giant asteroid has crash landed inside this pine woods.
It's half a day's travel. We're about, what, a day's travel from Tavenlock?
Let me just double check. So I'll move your token. You come 1, 2, 3 days. So you are 1, 2, 3. You're about a day and a half from Tavenlock.
Okay, cool. Okay. It's not Tavenlock, but a big rock came and fucked up a forest.
I would be very interested in seeing this big rock you speak of.
Really big rock.
How big?
It's kind of hard to tell from this distance. It looks
bigger
very
than me?
small. Probably.
Yes.
I think it kind of broke up as it hit the earth.
Is it bigger than Grog?
Nothing is bigger than me. Don't be ridiculous.
Alright. We have to go there so Grug can fight the rock. This is the only way we
I
have to
like
establish
this.
the
I will take on the big rock.
We will fight the rock from space. Let's go.
Alright.
Hop back down.
So you can all hop back into the wagon. I will fight this rock. It does not matter, even if something is bigger than me. Nothing is more powerful than me. Except maybe that old man who shoots a volcano from his hand. He's pretty strong. It's like pointing towards Cedric.
I'll just put my hand on Grog's back. It's like, but you don't need volcanoes. You just need. I'll just hold on my 2 fists.
You just need thick.
I just need thick. I'm very thick in every sense.
Jesus, Grog.
Nice.
A lot of people say my brain is thick, like nothing can pierce it. Also, obviously, I have a giant cock.
Yes, we've seen
Yeah,
You're not very
looking.
modest.
He's got a bit of a loincloth going on.
Yeah,
there.
it's like you've got like 2 inches of loincloth and you don't leave much to the imagination. It's great, it's good, Grog. It's
I
all
think
good.
I worked this out at one stage for like the PB Rebellion game.
Jesus.
His weenus is about the same size as Quill, like a goblin. It's like the length of a goblin.
It's like 4 foot.
Yeah, he's like
So he's-
9 foot tall.
He has 2 legs and 2 tails.
Yes.
Nice.
I have front tail and back tail.
That's why he's so hard to knock over. He's got really good
He's
center
just
gravity.
got really good balance.
A reverse kangaroo.
Oh my god.
Yuli
Jesus.
basically is just a tripod.
He's
Yeah.
a quadrupod.
Interesting.
Anyway,
Terrific. All right, that's okay.
cool.
Okay, what time is it?
Well, right now it's about 5 a.m. That's
Oh.
when the kind of asteroid hit. You can rest up for a little longer if you want, or you can continue on the early hours.
Did either me or Joe get like a short rest or a long rest on that, or?
Let's say that you would have had maybe like half long. We can say you would be in a short rest altogether. You can spend as many of your hit dice
Yeah, I
as you
got
want.
fucked up. I'm good to go. How's everyone else feeling?
Give me a moment to make a cup of tea and I'll be ready to go.
Perfect. So you boil a nice cup of tea for yourselves, or hop into the wagon, warm your bones, and head off towards the asteroid, I guess. Alright. We'll save. Hold up.
So what are we gonna do with the raging inferno that we're going into?
I don't know.
We are going to do nothing.
This is fact finding.
Yes. We don't interfere in the natural way of things. Unless it is to murder people, which... There are 2 frogs here!
No, there's not. Oh wait, Grug can stay. No, he's on the cart already. All right, this is a little spoiler territory, but it's fine. So,
Spoilers.
wait, what?
There are no
Wait, hold up.
spoilers.
Where's
Wait,
the
what?
fuck? Hold up. Token there. There we go.
It's
Curlers.
in a custard.
Oh wait, hold up. I gotta reload this again because it's not letting me do shit. Okay, 2 seconds. I'm gonna close out this. Save changes. I'm gonna go back in because there's a little bug on Dungeon Draft at the moment. So basically, when you open a new, when you open a file for the second time, the layers don't work properly. They just have this small bug, but it's no biggie. I will just share my screen again, and I'll load it up, and I'll go back. Okay, so I will add a new layer here, and add layer. Yeeters.
Oh man, their cart has 2 horses.
You did have 2 horses.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna set it down.
I just remember he turned into fucking red mist. Like,
It's just got vaporized.
Yeah, we got it for like I think 30 seconds before like fucking big like fish just cartwheel through it.
Wasn't it dinosaurs?
it was Monster Hunter shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Monster
bait.
Hunter.
Was it Beatotus or Turitotus?
No, it was Beatotus.
Wait, Kelby, you remember?
Wait, undo. Oh, undo. Okay. Fuck. Alright, whatever. It's fine. I'm gonna layers. Compare to ground. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, because we're fighting Beatotus and Zamtrios.
Yeah. They were scary. I didn't realize they would be as good as they were. Alright. And I need Burr here as well. For some reason, Burr just never loads in. Now. No. Oh yeah, there he is. That's Spec. I am here. Alright. So, you travel on for a few hours, and eventually come to this decimated woodlands. By the time you do get here, a lot of the trees are starting to kind of lose all the flames are starting to die down. The cold itself just doesn't allow the flames to last too long. But yeah, there are several people dead who were just unfortunately caught in the asteroid landing. But you can see down from the south of the map is where the asteroid seemed to like smash through a bunch of the woods and then landed here into this massive crater, which is about 40 feet down from where you are, and it's now covered in water. And at the bottom of this crater, below all the water, you can see fragments of what's left of this asteroid itself. The water seems to shimmer and glow like a pink hue. It lights up the rest of the crater as well. There's a glow coming from the asteroid below this water. But the water itself also seems to be somewhat pinky.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Yeah, you can. And as soon as you do, you recognize it as... you wouldn't have known this several months ago. You wouldn't have really known about what this type of magic was. But you've experienced quite a lot of it recently, and it's a form of dunamancy. Some sort of strange dunamancy magic is coming from the center of this asteroid. It's incredibly strong, and in particular, it is definitely related to chronomancy, so time magic. It's essentially oozing from this asteroid.
Does my pocket watch have any effect?
You want to just click it?
I'll pull it out.
The difference as well, as you do pull out this pocket watch, the pocket watch that you have, the type of magic inside here is very mechanical within the pocket watch. It's very precise. They've worked out the science behind basically like replicating chronomancy, time magic, dunamancy. It's there's a lot of runes and etchings and everything to create this kind of magic. It's like an artificial version, but this asteroid right here is just like raw dunamancy, like raw time magic, unrefined, untamed, and it could do anything. That's what you're kind of getting a sense of.
Interesting.
You do actually know what you would pick up here. There is on the runes themselves on the pocket watch. You know what, I'll get you to make either an investigation check or an arcana check here.
Let's go for an arcana. A 26.
Okay. I don't know if you've ever seen gold leaf and how it's used. But basically, the runes here, and the same way you would do this with a lot of glyphs as well with magic in this world, where you would carve out the glyphs and then fill it with like a precious stone or precious metal. And these glyphs on the pocket watch have been dusted with fragments of a similar material to the one that is down there in the pool. So essentially, this pocket watch has just the tiniest dusting or sprinkling of powdered gemstones to power it, and that seems to be the source of the power. Whereas here is just a massive hunking lump of it.
Is there any non-dunamancy magics that aren't familiar to me in the vicinity?
There wouldn't be, no.
Okay. Can I'll reach down, pick up a rock, look forward and go, Grug, could you throw this for me, please?
Of course, I can throw it for you.
in the
Yeah,
water.
I was literally gonna have him just throw as far as he could. But he picks up the rock, he throws it down into the water, and it kind of sinks down to the bottom, and it just sinks down to the bottom. After about a minute, can you get me to make a perception check for me? I'll get you to make a perception check for me.
18.
You watch as the rock begins to shrink and kind of smooth over and eventually just turn into nothing, like sand.
I very much want some of that rock. Do I? No, it's magic. It won't work.
Do I see this happening?
Yeah. Well, what would the rest of you like to be doing? What would you like to be doing, Diego? Or give me a perception check as well, just for the general.
The vibe.
Yeah,
Big
the
vibe
whole
check.
everything going on right now, and taking it all in.
21.
21. Picking up everything as well, you can see there's been a lot of carnage, obviously here. One thing catches your attention in particular, and that is this one body in the water here. Seems to be from the time that you've been here already. You've watched a lot of the hairs fall out of this character's head. He had a whole head full of grey hairs that was pretty long, but all of them have pretty much fallen out of his head at this stage.
Can I throw a rock at the body, see what happens?
Oh.
While you're doing, how far down is the edge of the water?
The edge of the water would be about 40 feet down. So each layer here is each one of these cliffs is about 10 foot. So it's like 10, 10, 10, and then as you throw, give me an attack roll, like an improvise weapon attack roll.
Okay. 17.
17. Okay, so yeah, you. Where are you aiming for on this guy's body?
Somewhere non-lethal, but where he would startle if I hit him with it. He was alive.
Okay, so you throw it at one of his limbs. Are you aiming for an arm?
Yeah.
Okay, so you throw it at the arm, and it just kind of breaks through the flesh as if it's soft, dead flesh, and kind of rips through it, and you can hear it just kind of crack one of the bones, but it's not like a hard crack. It's like a soft, as if you've broken a soggy piece of wood or something, and it just kind of lodges itself inside his arm. It does no movement at all.
Either I'm really strong, or he's really dead.
You watch,
but I'm also
as-
really strong.
Yeah. The body
No,
does now start to
when he
detach.
does that,
From
I'll
that.
challenge him to an arm wrestle.
Wait, the guy down there?
No, Moss.
Oh,
Moss
you're
is
trying.
really strong.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna fucking flaccid genius it to people.
So you can set yourselves up here. There's a nice pedestal here that you can stand at and do an arm wrestle if you like. Yeah, if you want to do an arm wrestle while this is all going on, you can.
Strength check.
Yeah, I'll get you both first to make initiative rolls.
18.
18.
Geez, that Sentinel Shield with advantage is fantastic.
Weird, yeah.
Because it was 18 or 7.
Oh wow, nice. What did Epic get?
10 for initiative.
10 for initiative. Okay, so just because you have the element of surprise with this one, you get a move in that little bit first. For this first roll, both give me strength checks. Joe, you can roll with advantage. immediately. Yeah, you're the faster one. You kind of manage to also slightly distract Epic, but also your shield kind of just gives a slight hum just as he's about to move, or just as the countdown kind of goes off, and it gives you like a jolt, and you can get in that little bit more.
I got a 22.
I got
22.
23.
Oh my god.
Okay. So you kind of bring his arm down. You have that element of surprise. He is like a freaking wall, but you do manage to just catch him slightly off guard. So you kind of start bringing his hand down. So we're gonna, your hand kind of goes down like a 45-degree angle. I'll get you both to make strength checks again.
Just normal.
Yeah, just regular ones now from now on. Yeah. It's just for the first roll.
Can Cedric start making his way down towards them?
Sure, yeah, we can say that it'll probably take you the time to get down there as well. Just slowly going
19.
down each of them.
Can I
Dirty
call out
20.
Cedric actually before he goes down there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can I pass him, or I'll let the arm wrestlers figure it out first. Before I say
Sure.
that.
What was the 2 rolls there?
I got 19. Moss got a dirty 20.
Nice.
Cool.
Was that natural 20?
Dirty.
No, a dirty 20.
Oh, dirty 20. Gotcha. Sorry, that's what that means. You've said that so many times, and I didn't know what that means. Okay, so yeah, you do
Oh.
manage to now bring it back, and now you're both even again, just like sussing out each other's strengths. And I'll get you both to roll while the.
It's like a game of tennis. You have to win 2 rounds to win.
Yeah, exactly. Like freaking Wii tennis, like the freaking Wii Sports. That freaking killed. So Epic, you wanted to call Cedric back?
No, Diego
yeah.
does.
Oh, Diego.
Yeah.
Sorry, Diego wants to call. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hand him the amulet of immutability, and I'm like, I don't know
Nice.
much about magic, but maybe this will help. Also, you're already pretty old. Be careful.
Nice.
Thanks for the concerns. Amulet of Immutability.
Your form
I-
can't be changed. Or
I don't know if it works against this kind of magic. It works against transmutation.
Hmm.
You might just have to attune to it.
Is it a real thing?
Yeah. Amulet. I think it is. I think they called it next.
I don't know if it's a real thing. I found it on. I think it was Griffin's saddlebag.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll just
You
keep
just
track
Google
of
it,
it.
and it's the first thing.
Yeah, your form can't be changed. You're immune to transmutation magic, and your form can't be altered or changed. I'm not
Yeah.
sure how it will help you here, but it might. Pretty
Maybe.
useful.
I'm gonna hang back because I'm already like 24 and we live to 30.
Oh my god, you're so fucking old.
Yeah, it's because I got fucked up by our fucking Sphinx.
Oh my
I
god.
kept getting the riddle wrong.
That's insane.
If I dip my toe in it, I'll just
Oh,
fucking
wow.
die.
Oh,
I'll Pam my stopwatch just in case, and just continue down to the water.
What? So, on those next rolls, what did you both get?
I got a 12.
12? What did Joe get?
Got a 22.
Okay. So it goes back in Joe's favor. And at this stage, Cedric, you managed to make your way to the edge of the water. Is there anywhere in particular you want to go, or any edge of the water you want to do where you are there, or do you want to go?
I want to get close to a rock, as like close to the edge as possible.
Okay.
So if there's any piece of rock where I can just like snatch
reach
it
off
out of the water,
Oh, I see.
that'd be great.
You want to
Or
snatch.
if I have to get into the water, that'd be less than great.
Okay, so at the moment when you do get down here, the asteroid itself below the water is another like 10-15 feet down below the water. Just so you know, this crater then continues down. So it's actually quite hard to reach the crystal at the bottom. You would have to probably swim down to get any of it.
Can I roll a perception to see if I could lift it?
Yeah.
15?
So there is one massive shard of it. What you're looking at now as well, it's kind of like a geode. There's lots of, rock all around it, but at the center is this bright glowing pink crystal. But there are shards of it all around. And you could pick up one of the lighter shards for sure, but the big massive hulky rock, there's probably no way you could lift that up. It would take several men to like haul that out.
What if I were to reduce it magically and half it in all dimensions and weight?
Huh.
The weight reduces to 1/8 of its normal size.
Okay. I gotta look up like the weight of a boulder. Like it's several tons. Like this thing is
Yeah.
like this thing is
It's still
several.
gonna be half a ton.
Oh wait, I
Yeah.
could just look up like
Um,
the rock weighs 118 kg.
okay.
Oh, the Rock the Wrestler.
The rock, the
Right.
wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could take a chunk about the size of the rock. There's loads of bits that you could take from. You don't have to take the biggest one there, but you could definitely take a sizable amount. Whatever you are able to carry, you could take that much crystal with you if you reduce it down. You could take, 8 times what you can carry, essentially.
8 times what I can carry.
Yeah.
What's my strength? My strength
The
is
centric,
10.
the centric seems to be changing as he gets closer to the pool. Or is it?
No, he doesn't. No,
No, okay.
he seems fine.
I don't know if that's because of the amulet or because it's just the water.
There is a thing that has.
While that's going on as well, I'll get you, Diego, to make another perception check for me, as you are kind of concerned and you're taking in all of this information.
64 multiplied by 8.
17.
512.
17. When you're looking at this gemstone as well, it kind of, you can see some of the color, or there's something about the crystal that's like diffusing into this water. It's like a big tea bag sitting into this water, and it's slowly dyeing the entire water like a deeper and deeper hue of pink.
Great. All right, I'll hop up behind Cedric or beside Cedric. So
All right.
staying far away from the water though. If I
Okay.
fucking trip.
No worries. There's still like another little lip here
Yeah.
that you can step down into, so you're pretty safe up here. As for the others back here, what's the next rolls that you got?
Okay.
I can carry a
17.
200 kg rock.
Okay, it's a lot. That's bigger than the rock.
19
Hmm.
for the Gregor.
And you're back up to 12 o'clock again. The two hands just going back and forth, just like this is going on, and Burr's like getting really intense, and Grug, like Burr's on your side, Grug's on side of you, Joe, and they're both just shouting at each other like, "My man will destroy. He is strong, but he is small, but he is very strong. Your friend is just."
Yeah, how big is Epic?
How big is Epic?
Like
4 foot.
Nice. And 4 foot wide as well.
He's a lot,
Yeah.
a lot smaller than I thought he was.
Yeah, he's a
he's a
dwarf.
dwarf.
Yeah. How big is Joe?
5 foot, but built like a beanpole.
Nice. I like the image of those two.
Is this just your robot arm that's like allowing you to pull this shit off?
No, I made new items that I just wanted to
Oh my
surprise
God.
everyone with.
Nice.
I figured.
One of my new infusions is the Gauntlet of Ogre Power, so
Wow.
my
Oh my
base
God.
strength score becomes 19.
Yeah.
It's flat 19.
Damn. That's a nice one. So your veins are popping. Your veins are going all green as well, like just from where you've got the gauntlet and it's kind of going up along your neck. Yes, you're really struggling, and the thing is worrying as well. Like as you're trying to bring Evic's hand down, it's tough. It's like putting this thing to a lot of pressure on this thing. But yeah, you guys are still going. You keep getting him, but then he just keeps coming back. He's just so sturdy. You just can't get him past that 45 degree. That's just like a wall that you hit, and there's no moving from it. And I'll get you guys to roll again then, while we go back down to Cedric and Diego.
I'm gonna look for a rock approximately the size of
Of 200 and something kg, is it?
no, I won't go crazy. Like 4 basketballs.
Okay,
Big.
cool. Yeah, there's a nice sizable chunk there for sure that you can just
A
begin focusing
16.
on this. 16. What did joke.
Yeah, I don't want to use the flash of genius to cheese it. 21.
Oh,
Okay, so back down to 45-degree angle again. It just. All right, so you do kind of scout around. You do find like a nice big chunk or like a cluster of these gemstones. A bit of rock also stuck onto it, but
I am gonna turn to Diego. I'll hand him the stopwatch and just say, if things don't work, just press the watch, and then I'll turn and just like jump into the water to get the rock.
okay.
Ah, fuck.
Fuck. Okay, so you dive in. Actually, you know what I can do? This is pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool. Oh no.
He's underwater.
No, wait, you gotta be on the other layer. Shit, okay. Never mind. I can put you underwater. Hold up. I'm gonna copy you. And I'm gonna go to the...
Oh, into the void.
Wait, hold up. Wait, okay. Wait,
What
go.
death looks like.
This is so worth it. Paste. Yeah, there you are. You can barely see you, but you're under the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll go to Yeeters again, and I'll fucking. Why are you? Okay, compare.
Why is Wisteria there?
I don't know. There we go. Okay, and I'll just throw you over there for now. You're not there.
Bye.
You're there. So yeah, you dive under the water. Oh my god, get out of
Diego's just to be staring at him, and after he jumps in, he's just like, "Which button?"
here. I'll get you to make an intelligence check, while Cedric, I'm going to get you to make a Constitution saving throw with advantage because you have the necklace.
That's 17.
You're fine. The air here as well, the water as well, feels strange. It's like there's no give when you're moving through it, and you have to move through it a little faster. There's like, it's really light, this water. It's almost airy as you pass through it. Diego, what did you get in your intelligence check?
Intelligence save or just intelligence check? Right?
Intelligence check, sorry.
Uh-oh. I mean, either way, it's a -1. Hey, a 14 though.
There's one button on this thing. It's at the top.
I'll need a 14 for that. Never mind.
Wasn't that 2?
There. Well, you can flick it up as well, or you can wind it back as well. I think that was the other thing.
Or
Yeah, there's a
one
few
was
ways to use
for
it.
Yeah.
him, and then
One goes
was
back.
for
Yeah.
someone else.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 me's and there's 1 someone else, I think.
So at the moment, for Diego's sake, you can see one button.
I know how to do it. That's right.
But I can say, for the sake of that, you've flicked it up, so he only has to click the top, and it'll undo someone else's few seconds, as opposed to.
Oh, we have them here to do the arm wrestling again.
Yeah. Okay. What's on the arm wrestle situation? Just
13.
13. Okay. Just out of curiosity, actually, did you shrink them down already before going down, or are you shrinking them down while you're in the water?
I believe reduce is a touch spell.
Okay, interesting.
Craig, natural 20.
Oh no, I can do it within any ranger area. So yeah, I'll have shrunk the one I'm going for down.
Okay,
before going in.
cool. So you're going down to just gather it up.
Yeah, I'll just go down, snatch it, and then try and get back out.
Cool.
Basically.
Perfect. So you're there, you're pushing Epic down as well the whole time, and then eventually Epic just kind of like, he just kind of bulks up, veins pop on the side of his arms and his head, and he just like throws your arm like over to the other side. Now you're at the 45-degree angle. Your gauntlet just really kind of clenches around your own arm and shoots like adrenaline through your whole body, and you're just holding on to like dear life now to stop him slamming down your hand completely. You haven't been thrown down completely, but he's just reversed things completely. Epic, you managed to pick up the crystals. They've all shrunk down to size, and you kind of gather them up. You've now dropped to the bottom of the water, and it's going to be hard to swim, or you can try to walk through the water. It's up to yourself. You are
I
carrying
would
a
like
lot of
to.
rocks.
How far down am I?
About 10 feet down.
Okay, I will Misty Step out of the water.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Easy peasy.
Very nice. You know what? That served its purpose. Yes. Okay. There we go. And
And I will reach my hand down and open palm at Diego. Just kind of.
Wrap them up.
nice.
Nice.
Alright, that looks nice.
He didn't
Very cute. And I get another roll from the arm wrestlers while that's going on.
I got a 9.
9.
Oh,
Oh,
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So again, back up to halfway, like between the two of you, and you guys have been continuing like to do all this other stuff while they're doing this. This is the longest arm wrestle in history that you're just like.
Yeah. Can we get a health check on the rock beneath us? Because my boat just
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
No,
it's
this
a
is like
decision-
insane
decision
strength
yeah,
right
we're
now.
just breaking the prison.
Yeah, the rock rolled a 1 on its constitution save, and that one. So at this stage, as you bring him back up now, the rock is just crumbled down like below you guys, and you're now both down onto the ground. As it just can't hold the pressure of you guys. And I'm going to get the pair of you to make constitution checks as well at this stage, because it's going into the region now where it's just like who can last the longest here.
Checks or saves?
Save. Constitution save.
yeah,
Oh, right.
because it's effectively like whose elbow is gonna break first.
Yeah.
17.
Oh,
Or whose arm is going to
Craig.
dislodge or whatever.
I got a 27.
27. He is.
Well, it's a
This
save.
is his, yeah, it's a
it's
save.
not
So,
a-
So, with this situation, it is basically just for this thing, basically see if you're going to get tired or not here. So, with the next check, I'm going to get Joe to make it with a disadvantage, and Evic, you can just make a regular check.
I bet Grog is just losing his mind.
Yeah, Grog, she's like, come on, little man!
I got a 6.
6!
To,
Okay.
Okay.
to anyone that
21.
cares, there's a PlayStation State of Play on in 1.5 minutes.
I had a
Oh,
29. Sorry, 21 and a 9.
21 and a 9. Okay. Well, you didn't have to make it with disadvantage. You just make a straight roll. It's Joe who's making with
What?
a disadvantage.
Oh, I thought I got an advantage. Sorry, I got a 21.
21. Okay. So yeah, it's tough, but you do manage to start bringing it down. You have the strength to deal with this bulky dwarf, just like hulking mass of a dwarf. But you don't have the galaxy-wide constitution that this guy has. Like he's built to last. He's strong, but where Ebic's strength really lies is in his
I can do
durability.
this all day.
Yeah, literally, Captain America. So he does start to bring you down. You start to build up sweat at this stage, and I'll get you both to make strength checks again. I'm also going to roll for the ground. Another nat 1! Fuck, you guys are just like, the whole ground is beginning to crack, and the cliffs are actually like, there's a whole crack now going either way on this cliff. As you guys are sinking further and further into the ground, you're like going down further and further.
I got a
Okay,
5.
and I know you don't watch it, but have you seen the clash in One Piece between Whitebeard and Roger?
No. I haven't.
It's like the swords don't even touch,
Oh,
and it
really?
could cause like an island to have an earthquake.
Nice. That's kind of
No,
where
but
you
in,
get
like,
level
the,
power level.
the first in 7 Deadly Sins, this exact thing happens.
Really? Wow. Yeah, you guys are getting on anime level now because you're level 10. Like, you're beyond human. The kind of...
Yeah, the
mortal
average person
capabilities.
does not get to level 10.
No, the average person
Yeah.
isn't level 1. They're like level 0. So, like, you guys are pretty insane at this stage. And it's something I don't do enough of in games to, like, let people know how powerful they're getting. Because, you know,
Yeah,
a sword
but,
can stab you and you're fine. You can get stabbed
Do-
by 20 men.
Do we beat Goku though?
I'd
Do
say
we beat
Goku's
Goku,
like a
though?
freaking level 23. He can like blow up planets
Yeah.
and stuff if he wants, like with a flick of his fingers. So this is let's say you're like Goku at the end of Dragon
The original
Ball.
Dragon Ball?
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
first
That's-
episode.
yeah, around that.
Well, like really pre-cell, because before cell they weren't that insane.
No.
Because it was before the hyperbolic time chamber. Time chamber.
I think like the thing is, well, you got so many enhancements.
Pre-Vegeta, I
You're
would
you're
say.
basically you're like one of the androids as well. You're becoming like one of the androids.
I'm becoming more robotic.
You actually, yeah, you remind me of what's his name from One Punch Man.
Genos.
Genis, yeah, a little bit. That you just keep adding upgrades to yourself. Yeah. All right. I'll get you guys to make that next roll, and while you're doing that, I'll go down back to Cedric and Diego. So you have. You have put down
I got a
his
5 by
stats.
the way for that roll.
Oh,
I got
oh,
a
you got the 5, and then what was?
I got the 22 the roll before, which is the
Okay.
one Ross got the 5 on.
Cool. So yeah, you guys, you were
Back level.
yeah, you're back level
back
again,
level.
and I'm going to get you both to make Constitution checks because this is. I'll get you to make Constitution checks this time. We'll say. Yeah. This is insane. And one for the ground as well. Ground's getting shit checked.
Oh.
What did you get?
I'm gonna send it to Craig.
Not 20.
Yeah.
Not 20.
I got a 30-20.
Oh wow, that's amazing. You're both holding your own. But at this stage as well, just like the sheer force that you guys are exerting is like crumbling away rock. Now at this stage, Grug and Burr are like just cleaving away lots of the rock around you guys. Like, we'll make a table around them. They start getting rid of all the earth behind you and below you, so that you're now just on a pedestal of stone. But that's even now just breaking and breaking and breaking again. But again, Ebic is totally unfazed. You're holding your own. You're not getting tired, but Ebic is almost just like, it's like the longer he's like a steam train. Like the longer he goes, like the stronger he seems to be getting. And
So it's the Hulk.
yeah, you're the Hulk right now. So I will get Ebic. You can make it with advantage on this one. Joe, you just make a straight strength check.
At what point does Joe's thing just shatter?
It's
in
getting
its
close.
hands?
Like it's getting pretty fucking close.
If you take it, it's connected to my power armor, so it's constantly getting infused with just pure energy.
Yeah, but how long does that last? Like it's
Eventually, there's just going to be an explosion of energy.
So I got a 17.
It's like the Infinity Gauntlet, Craig. Eventually, it does break.
I got an 18.
18. Okay.
Oh, the advantage saved me.
What did you get?
Oh, no!
I got a 22.
22.
Got a 22.
So at this stage,
Oh.
he brings your hand down, and there is just as he does, and you really force this glove to push against it. And as you do, with your own strength and everything going into this, it does begin to just have one single crack down the wrist. It just kind of split slightly, and it loosens up, and it makes your hand slip that bit that he can push you down a little bit, but the thing continues to tighten. You're there like, I don't know if you're welding it or not, but it is beginning to split as you're going. I will get you
Get my
to...
prosthetic limb to like one of the fingers go back and it just starts blowtorching and I'm welding it as we're going.
Shit.
What I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to make give me an intelligence check for yourself, Craig, and I'm going to get yourself to make a strength check, Ebic. This is basically which is like
Strength check.
yeah, your strength check versus an intelligence check from Joe. So Craig.
I got a 5.
Okay.
I got a 22.
Okay, so this is basically I'm using your intelligence
Oh.
here as like how tough your armor is, how well you make these things. So it has that crack going through it right now, which shows a lot for what's going on right now. But
God, do you see what they
yeah.
just said?
Yeah, I see what they just announced.
Oh,
They
yes.
just announced a remake of Knights of the Old Republic,
Ooh.
like the OG BioWare game.
Nice. Sweet. Okay, he's brought you down all the way now. Your thing is still intact. It's not going to shatter or anything. It's hard enough. It's hardy. It's built to last. I'll get you guys to make another strength check each. As I assume Cedric and Diego, are you making your way back, or is there anything else that you want to be doing currently?
I'll help Cedric carry the big rock. Or the small rock, I guess, now.
Giant
I
bastard.
got a nat 20.
I got a 7.
7, shit. So now, you again, your thing just goes into like full throttle. It's burning your wrists at this stage. Your whole glove is heating up just to keep going with this. And your skin is, you can feel it almost starting to boil and blister, but you do like flip him over the other way as like jets and everything start coming out, and electricity and everything just starts buzzing all around this gauntlet. I will get, you both make constitution saves again.
Saves?
Yeah. Because Ebic, your arm has been twisted in a way that it shouldn't have been all of a sudden, and Joe, your hand is beginning to melt.
I got a 24.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. You hold tight. You do take from the glove. Actually, wait. I'll use this table up here. Okay. You take 12 points of fire damage, Craig. Just...
I assume I passed the check.
you did pass the check. You're able to focus on what you're doing, but you're still taking damage. Like, you're ignoring the pain, but you're still being burned. Like, you're still taking that damage. It's just you're still concentrating, essentially, despite being roasted alive, and little flames are starting to flick out the bottom. Okay, you can make it with advantage now, Ebic, and Joe. You can just do a regular roll, straight roll. As the others now do come back, most of this cliff is destroyed and smashed away. Bits of the rock are now melting as well, like just from the friction of their elbows as well, just like burning a hole down into the center of it.
18.
18.
I got a dirty 20 and a 15.
Okay, so you back to even again, and at this stage, Grog is just like, the world is going to end if they keep going. What do we do? This is so great. And Burr is kind of getting a little concerned. He's like, maybe the world will end. I don't. And he's like seeing the like sparks like fly out from them now at this stage. He's like, oh no.
So guys, how did the Yeeters world end? So Ebic and Joe had an arm wrestle and it fucking shattered the continent.
We're gonna make a new island, boys.
It's going on for a while at this stage. You're back and forth for at least 10 minutes at this stage. And at this stage, this is all beginning to crack. The cliff is beginning to crack. And all the water below is starting to quiver and shake and splash up against the sides. The man now who was in here has just rotted away to bones, and his body is now just sinking to the bottom. The horse is getting startled. The rocks are just... You're running out of things to like brace yourselves on at this stage. You're just kind of like trying to keep yourselves together, and you're now both on your like in commando style, just like flat to the ground, just trying to push the other person over. And for the sake of it, I'm going to get you guys to make one more roll each. Both make me a strength check. This is for all the tomatoes.
All the tomatoes. Pride is on the line.
A 17?
My gosh. Do I want to cheese it?
Well, this just fake a win. I love it.
We're level at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, this is
This is
it. Like,
This is
this
the
is like
last
you're
one.
both going in like for one final like attack. This is like classic anime style. Like, this is everything I've got in this one go. Because there's nothing left inside the both of you.
in Dragon Ball sense, you've both been screaming for 60 episodes. It's time to fight.
This is it.
How many people around me count as an ally right now?
You've got, for the sake of this, Grug's on your side, Burr's on Ebic's side. Is Diego and Cedric taking any sides, or are you staying out of this? Are you staying neutral?
I'm gonna stay out of it.
Okay.
I think Cedric's gonna be way too preoccupied with his new
His new
rock
rocks.
to even comprehend what's happening.
You currently have one ally on your side.
So I have one ally.
Yes. You have Grug. He's
So if I saving face, my 16 becomes a 7.
So you're still tied.
You're still tied.
So you both dislocate your elbows and
Well,
let go at the
I'm
same
I'm
time.
both gonna get you to make Constitution saving throws one last time.
Oh my god. Both your fucking arms just shatter.
Plus 8, don't fail me now.
Oh my god.
No, their bones are already gone. It's just pure muscle pushing against each other.
What saving throws?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
They've made an entire game out of Tiny Tina's D&D world
Yeah, I know.
from
Sick.
Borderlands.
I got
Nice.
27
Oh,
on the
wow.
save.
27.
Oh.
26.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well.
I guess that's it. The Yeeters world explodes.
There's a point now, Craig, with your gauntlet heating up again, you take 14 more points of fire damage. And at this moment, Epic, you start to feel a crack. Like your arm is starting to the bone in your arm is just starting to like it's gonna break any second if this continues any further. Epic, you take a level of exhaustion. And Joe brings your hand down like a few inches to the ground. Because it's so close, I don't know what to do here. It's you're bringing him down, and at that stage,
It's
yeah,
the most
it's-
intense arm wrestle ever in the history of ever.
Insane.
I could just rage now.
That's the thing. Like, you haven't raged this entire time, which is insane.
Any of my saving cases.
Yeah, and
no,
I feel like I should.
Oh my god. I wasn't even trying.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna get you both. To
But
roll
what if you rage and turn into a plant?
because this has happened so because this has happened so suddenly as well, and your arms being brought down, and there's been that crack all of a sudden. Just for this final thing, because Joe did just beat you there by 1, I'll get you both to roll initiative. If Joe beats you here with initiative, he's got you down. If you get the better of initiative, you can rage just before.
Okay.
Got a 16.
Okay.
0.14.
0.14.
0.14 might matter.
Oh, what if it rolls? Yes! Got an 18.
18. You can rage. You can rage if you want.
I will rage.
Okay, you at this moment now, you rage. Roll me a d20.
It turned into
I actually want the plant.
Imagine if you turned
Got
into
13.
a T-Rex and you have like tinier arms. It's the only time being a T-Rex just doesn't work. Where's my table gone again? Where we go? Sorry, I'm just trying to find there we go. 13, you said. You gain 1 short-term madness. Okay. So let's see.
starts screaming.
You just go insane. You lose it. You feel your arm is going to smash. Can you roll me a D100, please?
What temporary madness have you suffered from?
And you're gonna suffer from this madness for 7 minutes. There's one here that's just so perfect.
Say a rainbow of 10.
What this?
Yeah.
It's they did like a Halloween event for Rainbow Six Siege. That was you had to go and save someone from like a virus, and I think they just went, "Hey, people like that, so we'll make a game out of it."
What did you get on your?
People are already saying dead game.
What you get in your D100 mass?
I got a 55.
55. Okay. You have the short-term madness. The character must use his or her action each round to attack the nearest creature.
Oh my god!
For this next round, as you go into like a barbarian rage, your eyes just flare up. You just go completely bloodshot, and you just see red. I'm going to get you both to make attack rolls with your strength modifier. Unarmed attack rolls. As the ground just explodes. You advantage you.
So you basically, genuinely, you have become the Hulk.
You're literally just arm wrestling and punching each other with your spare arms. Extreme arm wrestling.
This feels like those stupid WWE arm wrestlers where they start punching each other halfway through.
A 25 and a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, 9.
And what did you get on yours?
19.
19. Okay. In this scenario, Epic just, instead of pushing anymore, he just begins to crush your hand in his hand. And he begins to crush the gauntlet around your hand, bringing you guys back up to about 45 degrees as he's now just crushing your glove. Epic and yourself, I'll get you both to make constitution checks one more time.
Checks or saves?
Checks. No good checks. This is insane. This is ridiculous.
It's great though.
This is such a Yeeter thing to have happen.
It's like
I've got this really cool encounter for you with like space magic and time, and the guy's like, "No, arm wrestle."
arm wrestle.
Fucking most legendary arm wrestler ever.
This is
Like there's gonna be a monument in this spot, and the footnote
This
is,
is
oh yeah,
like
me
a
for
ripple across the multiverse.
My God.
We just cracked the ground enough that the lake of water just drains away.
You're making a. I feel like right now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get both Cedric and Diego to make perception checks for me.
Oh, Jesus
To actually take in what's happening to the terrain around you guys.
Got a 14, but I'm gonna induce disadvantage on myself because I'm focused on my rock.
Nice. We'll get to the rock soon.
I got a 14.
14. You can start to hear the sound of running water. Kind of underground at the moment. That's all you do start to hear. So what do you guys get in your constitution checks?
18.
18.
I got a 16.
16. Epic. At this, your arm breaks.
Jesus.
Your arm just snaps. It just goes. It just completely breaks. You're crushing. You're pushing, and your arm is just limp now at this stage. You have a broken arm. You are raging as well. I'll get you guys to make one more strength roll each. Epic, if you did have advantages, you have disadvantages as well, so they would cancel each other out. So just give me straight rolls, I guess.
Is he just holding his arm together with muscle?
Yeah, essentially that's it. Like he's got so much muscle mass. That's all. That's what's holding it together. It's gonna be fucked after this, but
Yeah, it's like I got a 19.
It's like when Deku keeps punching with his broken arm. He's like,
Yeah,
no, I'm
yeah.
not giving up. I'm just gonna keep doing it.
21.
21.
Oh, I got a 19.
And with that, you go down. Your arm is just like it just goes completely limp, and you smash it into the ground, and you crack the earth, and the ground below you guys, where you've been putting so much pressure on, cracks. You guys fall down into a small cavern that's formed below you. You've actually so much ripples have gone through the ground that the whole ground below you just crumbled away, and you fall into a small stream of time juice. And I'll get you both to make Constitution saves for me one last time. There's just this water is now flowing right below your feet, underground, and you've just fallen all the way down into it. Let's see what you get.
Oh, now I get the natural 20.
Well, you're
Well,
fine.
now I'm going to use Flash Genius to ensure I pass and get a 24.
Okay, cool. You're both fine. You're both just in this juice. Totally fine. Doesn't phase you guys at all. You're fine. Why isn't that working there? That's weird. Oh, there we go. Sure. Can I draw on here? Yeah, there you go.
That's sick.
So you both have just fallen into this river, both looking at each other. You look at your arm, Epic, and it's like maybe a third longer than it should be. And you look at one of your gauntlets, and it's just like twisted. The fingertips are all twisted and mangled, and there's a giant crack going through it. Your gauntlets now just make your strength 18, and Epic, you can only use one of your hands. And it's your bad hand at the moment until your arm heals.
I'm going to try to set my arm.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
If you just dip it in the water, it'll heal fast.
You both have a level of exhaustion as well, so you make this with a disadvantage as the adrenaline is now starting to wear off.
So I got a natural 20, but I have a -1 in medicine, so I got a 19.
Okay. Even within your barbarian rage, you're just like fuck, and you do set your arm, but you still have that need to punch things and tear things apart, as you do have this madness for the next while. And luckily, I'm going to just say, for the sake of this, both Burr and Grog just pull you back away from Joe, as you're just gone insane. You're frothing at the mouth, and you're just shivering all over. Your hair is starting to grow slightly. You're starting to grow hair in other places on your body. But
He's going through puberty.
Finally, at 250.
The ripe old young age of 250.
And with that, the arm wrestling match continues, and I'm going to both give you guys the Tavern Brawler feat if neither of you have it. You both have won the Tavern Brawler feat. That is the most
Yeah.
Incredible.
back at Nerdsville.
Back to the story.
With the time rock. What have you been doing this whole time, Cedric?
Just studying the time rock.
Figuring out. Okay. Are you touching it at all? Oh, you have been touching it the whole time. Yeah, you've been
I've definitely been touching it.
Yeah, whenever you do touch it, I'm gonna get. Hold up. I should figure that. Okay. When you touch it, the first time, all of your scales go grey, and you age rapidly. Well, you don't age rapidly. You get about 7 years older when you touch it the first time, and as soon as you let go, you come back to normal. And you touch it again, and you. How old?
Hold on a sec.
How old are you?
Hold on a sec.
Sure.
I get how much older?
You get 7 years older for a split second when you touch it.
Okay.
But as soon as you let go, you go back to your original age.
Okay.
And when you go to touch again, how old are you?
I'm 65,
Oh, how long did Dragonborn live?
80.
Okay, they're normal human. Okay.
Okay. The next one. Fuck.
14 years, I'm 79.
No, so when you touch it this time, you get 88 years younger.
Oh,
You just become an egg in a
you disappeared.
And you when
Wait. Do Dragonborn come from eggs?
Oh yeah, you just go to an egg.
it's either going to be an egg or you're going to turn into your mother. So I'm just curious about what you find here.
After hatching, so I become an egg.
Yeah, you just turn into an egg, and eventually the egg.
My constitution is now 20.
Fuck. Okay.
He's got.
I have
Your con-
141 health.
Your
Yeah.
con has maxed. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, is that from the Tavern Brawler feast?
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
I suppose I could add that.
I am egg.
And as you are an egg, you're just the egg is now just leaning against this gemstone. What do you want to do, Diego?
Oh fuck. Can I smack the watch and undo him touching it the second time?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So you can smack the. Hold up, actually, you get pink here. So you smack the rock, and he is back to himself.
I'll just like hold him back like not
uh,
touching.
There we go. Here's the crystal. But you touch it a second, and then everything just undoes, and all of a sudden you're back to where you were, just as you're about to touch it. Still with the same memory of being an egg, which is really weird. You had this feeling of rapidly getting too cold, and that you were going to die.
I will snatch my pocket watch back off.
Mm-hmm.
Diego, I look at
Ah.
that. I guess we're even now.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I didn't save you from death. I saved you from being born, I guess.
From not being born.
So, you aborted him, technically.
I am egg.
I don't know how to feel about this. Diego's just gonna sit down and really contemplate
Big
what he's
thing.
done. Big thing.
Okay.
Yeah, essentially what you have is just a very unpredictable lob of...
Well, we know what it's gonna do next time.
Yeah.
How the fuck are we gonna transport it?
I have an idea.
Bag of holding.
I mean, I have a prosthetic limb.
Ebic, you're 250 odd years old, yes?
Yeah.
How would you like to feel like a ripe young 187-year-old again?
Okay.
Here,
I'm not in like the best frame of mind.
Just finally calming down. Yeah.
I feel like we should show this to Time God Man.
Probably
He's
brother.
back at table lock, actually.
How long does reduce last? 1 minute. That's a
Yeah,
lot of reduce.
it's already... It's gone back to... So it was the size of a basketball before, so it's now like...
It's
Four-
4 times
four
bigger than a basketball.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do some maths. I'm gonna say...
It's also
for
it's
this...
8 times heavier than it was
Yeah.
when it was a basketball
Mm.
size.
So it's probably like what? Like what'd you say, 200 kg or something? Or
Can we throw in the bag of holding?
do some
Oh.
dimension stuff.
If we throw it in the bag of holding while it's reduced and then it expands, does it break the bag of holding?
well, no, it's infinite in there, isn't it? But the question is the bag of holding gonna age?
The bag of holding is not infinite in size, though.
Oh, is it not?
No,
No,
it's
it's,
I think it's
20.
10 by 10 feet.
Okay.
10
No,
by
it's
10 by
20
10.
by 20.
20 by 20 by 20.
Well, that's still big enough.
That's still big enough.
Yeah. but if is bag of holding going to age and then just rot away, and then is it going to release the pocket universe and like fucking explode?
I hope so.
It's a fucking time bomb, a literal time bomb.
If you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding, you create a black hole, and that is canon to D&D. So I think we should do that.
Oh god, I'm trying to do maths here. Basically, I'm trying to find out how much quartz weighs. And oh fuck.
Can we say quarks instead of quartz?
I like that.
Then we can lift lots of them.
Basketball is 430. What's the density of quartz?
Quark?
Yes.
Quartz.
Q-A-R-T quartz.
2.65 grams per cubic
2.65 per cubic centimeter, yeah.
So it's 2.65 times
I love D&D.
434, which gives us the grams. It's a ton.
Okay.
No. Is that a kg? Oh, what? Per cubic centimeter? That can't be right. Oh no, it's the size of 4 basketballs.
Yeah.
If it's just QB per cubic centimeter, 4 basketballs is like
It's not,
200 centimeters, so it's
not that heavy. It's only like 4 kg. That can't be right though.
Quark's way heavier than that. Probably
Yeah, that's
400 kg or something.
yeah. I probably just off by like 10 or 100. So
We could say how heavy is the Rock Johnson?
At 200 and something. How heavy?
So he is 243. We can say it's 2 Rock Johnsons. So he's 2. It's this thing is no, sorry, that's pounds. Sorry. So we can say this thing is 220 kg. Maybe.
You can surely lift that onto the cart.
Well, we'll say it's like 4 of him, because like a basketball times 8 is kind of like a Rock Johnson. So.
You've seen The Rock?
I have. I know he's fucking huge. He's much bigger than 4 basketballs. How many?
I
how many
got.
We'll say it's about we'll say 250 kg.
I had the wrong stats. I can get you the real number in like 2 minutes.
Okay, we'll wait for the stuff.
For the official number. There it is. That's a bit better.
79 metric tons.
Yeah, it's like 750.
750 kg.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Grog and Epic together could lift it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like you guys are all freaking jacked. I think you can get on the wagon. It's just gonna weigh it down a lot. It's gonna be slightly tilted. Yeah, you guys can get on the wagon. Like Grog has like 20 strength.
I can reduce it as often as we need to as well.
Yeah, you can reduce it to get it onto the wagon, and then you
You need to
Yeah.
be very careful touching it. We just need like gloves and shit.
can. Yeah, true.
How long does this last?
Is it gonna rot through the wagon though,
You don't know.
or is it gonna turn it into a tree?
Actually, give me an intelligence check, Cedric.
Int. 7.
Cool. You don't know if it's gonna rot through the wagon or not. But,
Oh!
oh.
I'm not gonna say about the state of play. Don't worry about it.
Ah,
Yeah, they just announced a Wolverine game.
nice.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Do you know the guys who made Spider-Man?
Mm.
Ooh, that would
Oh,
be good.
that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Big beat 'em up kind of game, like the Batman games, like the.
Don't know. It just came up with Marvel Wolverine, and that was it.
Oh wow. Okay. But easily enough, you can get it in the wagon. So, just will it stay in the wagon? You don't know. It seems to be fine as soon as you put it onto the wood.
Wait, no, Epic can't lift it because he has a broken arm.
Well, sorry, but Grog can lift it for sure.
Okay.
And even with Burr's help as well, like you can wrap it up and pop it onto the wagon. Let me just.
I think it would probably take both of them.
Yeah.
I just thought about how heavy 750 kg was.
It's a lot. It's a ton. Yeah, for sure.
It's 250 kg heavier than the heaviest deadlift ever.
Fuck. But that's again,
that's
that's like
a
human
lot of weight.
standards, and these guys are all level 10.
I don't
characters.
think you can class those people as human.
It's true. They might be like level 3 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just look at Eddie Hall, especially during his lifting days.
Yeah. That's not a human. That's
true.
an orc or
It's
something.
very true. But yeah, no. They will struggle, but can get on, and you can reduce it obviously as well, like we said.
Yeah.
But I won't get caught up in the difficulties of putting it onto the wagon. You taking it with you. You managed to get it and grab it, so I'll give it to you for sure. What influences it might have on you, you don't know, and where it's come from, you don't know. Space, you assume.
Space.
But with that, you leave behind a second crater as well in this area. There are now 2 massive fucking craters in this place, which are now connected as well with a small little river between the 2
Ooh.
spaces.
Big brain. I would like to. Don't know how useful this is going to be. I would like to get that water into my decanter of endless water.
Oh shoot! Okay.
To have, I will forego my alcoholic healing potion for some
Interesting.
time changing liquid.
Oh yeah, you still have my glass of infinity.
I also have your glass of
I
infinity.
think
yes.
actually, the amount of days you've had that, I think that's starting to run out. That madness. It lasts several days or something, right? It was only for like X amount of.
No, I think it was forever.
Oh, it was a permanent madness. Okay, well.
Yeah, it was a permanent madness.
Okay.
Don't fuck with the
Good
ram
to know.
apples.
Yeah. So
Love that
with
guy.
that, I'll get you to make an Arcana check first, because you have to basically rearrange the glyphs inside this decanter again, because you originally rearranged it to put alcohol in it. So now you're putting in some magic space water. So
22.
22, easily done. And finally, I'll just get you to make a sleight of hand check so that you can fill it without touching the water. Very easy.
11.
That's just enough to pass. It was a 10. So you do manage to just shake it. You nearly drop it, but you fill up the decanter and you screw it on, and you now have an endless decanter of time juice, which can rapidly age or rapidly. What's the opposite of age? Youth.
There isn't one because it doesn't happen.
Youthify someone. The amount that you can make them younger, or the amount that you can make them older.
I'm gonna
Totally
assume it's
random.
de-age.
De-age, that makes sense. Yeah, de-age. You can de-age or age someone up. It's totally random. I can give you the stats if you like, or we can keep it random. I have like stats for how this works, but if you want to keep it random, that's fine too. We haven't
I'll
studied
keep
it.
random until I've like studied it more.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
Further-
And it works the same way as your decanter would typically work. So you can actually fire. You can fire it like a gun as well. I think that's like a thing you can do. You can shoot a jet of the water at people.
Oh.
So yeah, there you go. I wouldn't recommend drinking it. But,
Oh god, it'll just like age your way. Oh,
yeah, from
age
the
its
inside
way
out.
through your digestive. Yeah.
You start with like a baby digestive system, and then you have like an old person body. Oh god, it'd be weird. You just have baby poos. It's just you poo out chicken, like fully undigested chicken.
All your food turns back into full. You just eat a piece of horse and explode.
Oh my god. But yeah, there you go. Some weird magic space time magic items for you.
Jesus Christ, this is just give everyone what they want state of play.
But you can head on your way to Tavenlock if you like, unless there's anything else you'd like to do.
No, that's good to be on.
Alright. You can say you can rest up here and make your way to Tavenlock. And are people happy to... Oh, we'll get to Tavenlock and we'll see how people are doing. But energy-wise, what are people like at the moment?
I'm good. I'm not at work till 2 o'clock tomorrow.
I have work at 6, like, but I won't be going to sleep anytime soon.
Alright. So.
I can just grab another glass of wine. I'll be back.
Yeah, go for it. If anyone, yeah, I might take a small pee break, so I might go and do.
Yeah, man, take two.
All right. I'll just put the thingy on the video. Where's it?
Spider-Man 2 and God of War 2.
Desktop audio is on. Alright, cool. I have all the sound. Yeah, nice. Okay, so you guys have now traveled further down this direction. Hold up. 1, 2, 3. Essentially, yeah, you can get there. Wait, yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3. There are two paths you can take. There's the direct route or the scenic route. You can go like straight on here towards Tavenlock, or you can cross around here along the rivers and through the woodlands itself, or you can cut out of the woodlands and you can get straight onto the main road. It's totally up to yourselves which way you want to take. I just have.
I think we go straight through, considering the urgency of.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Alright. And so, yeah, essentially one will get you there at nighttime, one will get you there kind of before sunset. So you get here at like, yeah, dusk, right? Yeah, dusk. If you go straight down this way. Okay. I will set that up now quickly. And you guys can start making your way there. So, here we go. Okay, so you start making your way there, traveling through at a fast enough pace. And I'm gonna, So as you do start traveling through the woodlands and everything else, and get out of there and get onto the road again, it gets even colder than it was before. Like the winds are picking up, blizzards are beginning to blow throughout the day, and it's very dark. And as you start to make your way towards Tavenlock, you can see a lot of the trees and roadways and small houses along the way have been just decimated and destroyed, like ripped to shreds, busted into. The insides of buildings have been just ripped out, or whatever was in there was killed. And you continue along this pathway, and I'm going to get one of you to make either perception or a survival check. Whoever wants to make it can. Or whoever, a few of you can if you want to. Well, it's up to yourselves.
I will not.
It's level. Have we had a long rest?
I'm going to say... Oh, actually, yeah. That took half a day. You guys... So... You got sorry, that I forgot why I was doing the scenic route thing. The kind of longer way, basically, you can get to Tavenlock. I'm gonna say, yeah, you're kind of seeing all this as you go along. I'll let you decide if you want to rest, basically, before you get there, or if you want to just head straight there. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
So we take the scenic route, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why I said
That's
scenic
fine.
route. I meant like longer way and the other way, but I couldn't remember why I had the longer way. But yeah, it's if you
Yeah,
wanted
because
to
me
rest.
and Craig have level
Yeah,
rest,
you're
and I have a
absolutely
broken arm.
bashed to Jesus. Yeah. If you did take any healing magic, it might patch it up. But I don't know if any of you are healers. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, a few of you can use healing magic actually. Yeah.
So long rest or short rest time?
It's up to yourselves. Do you want to take a short rest and get straight there, or do you want to camp for the night?
Yeah, ooh, definitely don't camp for the night. Well, we need to camp if we want to get rid of exhaustion.
Mm.
I'll leave it up to you. I'm ready to go into. I have. I'll say it like that. I have 6 fireballs ready to go. 1,
Does
2,
anyone
3,
have like
4,
healing water or
5.
something so we can patch up my arm so I can actually do stuff?
I
some
have
drill
8
ropes.
fireballs ready to go.
You want some basically like.
I mean,
Yes,
I've got
okay.
some magical time magic that I could maybe heal your hand, or maybe it'll mummify. I don't know.
I think I have a healing spell too.
I'm actually
Yeah,
looking up broken limbs.
Your wound.
Broken bones and injuries. Because I don't know if magic can just heal that stuff.
I think very high level magic can.
Yeah, okay. If they're restored after 2 Yeah, so anything that I think like a regeneration kind of thing.
I have-
That's a restoration. Can in paralyzed condition on target.
I have a healer's kit, so I could like splint your
Hmm.
broken ass arms if you wanted.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll spend a. What's the healer kit?
I'm just gonna look at
Where-
the spells.
Conditions.
Kit has 10 uses. You can spend 1 use to stabilize creatures with 0 points. Oh. It has spins and stuff. So, can I use this to try patch them up, Gabe?
Yeah, you could like you can make him a proper splint. He's still probably gonna have a disadvantage if he uses 2 hands, but it'll allow him to still use 2-handed weapons. But if he is using that hand, it will be at a disadvantage. I'm just trying to find some sort of spell that probably can something like that.
I could have
Um,
used
I-
inspiration to reroll it so I didn't break my arm. I just noticed the inspiration.
Oh god.
Uh,
Oh well.
let me see
Or else I can
here.
just give you a whole bunch of illegal wrestling drugs, so you just don't feel it.
No, I'll go with the splint.
Oh, okay, good choice.
You see the restoration.
The
I think like a
lowest. Oh,
yeah.
the lowest level spell I can find is a 7th level spell called Regenerate.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
either if anyone has like greater restoration, I think you can. Probably lesser restoration is like deafen, blinded. Maybe that would work. I think a lesser restoration could probably heal the broken limb.
Are your arms okay, Craig? Do you want me to?
Has anyone
Yeah.
got lesser restoration?
No.
I think you away.
I can cauterize any open wounds, but
I think Craig's wounds are already like cauterized.
Pre-cauterized, yeah.
If we have any downtime at all, I'll just go messing with my gauntlets to fix them back up.
Sure, yeah, that's easily. Well, yeah, you can do that within the time that you're traveling down there for sure. It's easily done. But let me see. Yeah, I can't think of any. It would be a splint or lesser restoration, probably to heal. But if no one has that, then you will have
Yeah,
disadvantage on attacks if you're using 2 hands. But if you use 1-handed weapon, you're fine.
Yeah, I'll splint them up. So
Okay, cool. So you can mark that off of your thing. Use 1 use of it or whatever.
Yeah.
And do you want to take the long rest, or you're taking the short rest?
I mean,
I would prefer the long rest.
yeah, let's go in there kind of fully prepped.
Okay.
okay.
Alright.
I mean, we have 2 people with exhaustion, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, 2 people with exhaustion, 1 with a broken arm, 1 with a messed up arm.
Yeah. All right, let's take a long rest though.
Okay. So, as you do try to find a nice space for you just along the way, you're just on like the outskirts. It's probably another couple of hours to get to the town, but you do set up like an early camp for yourself. What did you get out of curiosity on your investigation or perception check. Whoever was going to take it. Was it you, Craig, that you were going to take one?
Is this after the long rest?
This would be kind of on your way, just towards table lock.
I can take it because I'm not exhausted or
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
I will do. What are my options? Perception.
Perception or investigation, yeah.
I'll do perception.
Alright.
16.
16. Okay. So what you can pick up as well is that a large group of people have been moving through this snow. A lot of it's been covered up again, but just from the kind of the way the kind of snow kind of goes down and it's a little lower in certain places, and it's and just from the sheer destruction around you, you can tell that like a large force has been moving along these roads quite recently, wreaking havoc and the likes. That's about all you get with the 16, and it has been moving towards Tavenlock.
I'll relay all that information. I suppose I'll kind of fly a bit ahead of the caravan, keeping an eye out for like people a couple 100 meters ahead of us.
Okay. And I'll get you to make a perception check for that as well.
But to me, getting fucking shot out of the air by a ballista. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. So then I will swap my screen to here. Now I'll go here. And
Oh yeah, we have a dinosaur.
Mhm. You do have a dinosaur. That could also pull a carriage, actually.
I forgot about that.
So, Diego, you fly up into the air and you start to hear the sound of a banjo off in the distance. And you can see small little camps have been set up in the woods. And as you fly up and you look down, you hear familiar sounds of what would you call them? What would you call the people like who the football game and stuff like that? You've got the narrators, basically the freaking commentators.
Oh,
You hear the familiar sounds of commentators, and you recognize certain names of moves being used, like corkscrews, and he's getting up onto the side of the ring now, and he's coming down. And immediately, your heart, which has been a bit heavy, probably for the kind of coming towards all this, seeing all this death and destruction on the way, amongst all of it, you hear something very familiar. And that is the sound of a good old wrestling match taking place in the middle of the woods. You see a bunch of people, like a motley crew, just all thrown together. You see other villagers that are kind of like huddled together that seem to be a bit bashed up, got cut up. They've like casts on their arms. Their cheeks are covered in like soot and ash and everything else, and they look a bit scared, but a little relaxed watching these events currently take place as this hulking man, about 7 foot tall, is now wrestling a giant what's it called, triton, very fish-like triton. These tritons in particular come from Olympus, or the Thunder Plains, down towards the south, where they are much more fish-like, and some of them have like octopus hair and everything else, and these two are just fighting it out. You also see some other unusual characters. You see a metal man who's the source of the banjo, and he's singing a song. He's like, "My name is Robert Geezer, this is my song. I am a robot and I love singing, and I am Robert Geezer." That's kind of all he's just singing some weird mishmash of words, really. There's a werewolf who's just kind of chilling, and he's kind of like licking one of his wounds. There's another metal man, absolutely huge, who's standing beside a skeleton, and another guy in a bear skin is chatting to the two of them, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna fucking make you guys rich. We're gonna make me rich. You're gonna be rich. You're gonna be the next best fighters in the pit fighting stadiums. Yeah, we're gonna keep practicing. Going around, you see a furbolg as well, a giant furbolg just kind of chilling there with a big blue cigarette, just kind of smoking it on the side, and what looks like a troll just slab squatting, like covered in robes, just kind of sitting at the edge, and then a lovely lady, looks like a middle-aged lady, in like she's got like a shirt kind of tied up just above her belly, and she's just wearing like jeans. And she's just also kind of slab squatting beside this troll, just chatting to the troll. And there's a few other people just scattered around the place in the tents watching these events take place.
Incredible. Do I recognize any faces, or is it just I recognize the vibe?
Give me a. You can do a history check or an insight check. It's up to yourself.
Why are my insights so good? Huh? Okay. 19.
Okay. You recognize the guy in the bearskin, and his name is Cullen. His father was Cú Cullen, but he's taken on the mantle of Cullen. His father was like a legendary figure in the Vale in particular for years and years, like way back. But he disappeared. He went through. They say he passed on to like another realm and continued his adventures there. But this is his son, Cullen, and he is a platinum ranked pit fighter. So you're very familiar with the fact that there's basically an underground fighting ring in almost every tavern or town, and you can move up the ranks of that. And as you move up the ranks, there's no real there's like fame if you get to really high ranks, but typically if you have like a bronze or a silver rank or gold ranks even, you can get different benefits in different taverns. Like you can get free drinks, or you can get cheaper rooms, and you can have like company for the night and things like that. It's kind of like each tavern that decides to take part in it signs up to basically it's like a club, like an exclusive club for famous fighters. But not many people know about it. It's all underground unless you are a fighter. There's no really way in unless another fighter brings you in there. And you would be around, I'm going to say the bronze ranks. I'm going to say you're around the bronze rank. So basically, to get a bronze rank, to actually get your first ever rank, you have to go to 5 different towns, different taverns around Gostar, and win at least 5 of them. And once you've done that, you get into bronze. Then to move up there, you've got to beat 3 other bronze people to get to silver, and so on until you get to gold. If you want to get platinum, you've got to beat 5 people with gold ranks in other towns. And that's it. But you do recognize him, Cullen, and he is like one of the biggest trainers, and he's actually in charge of what's known as the 3 wrecking balls, which include him, his wife Carly, and also this troll here as well, who's slab squatting right now. So these 3 are known as the 3 wrecking balls, and they seem to be training some other newbies. That's it.
Alright, I'm gonna drop down and fucking relay all that information to everyone.
Sure.
Just be like, guys, it's my people. Found the ring again.
I presume you have an in here, like you can just.
I mean, I don't know any of them, but maybe I don't think they'll know me. I'm more of an indie wrestler, you could say. I'm not very.
Your dad was
your
pretty
father would have been pretty well known, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, this is true. Actually, yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I wouldn't mind getting my my beak wet, as it were.
Before he took off, when you were younger, he was in like a gold rank.
Yeah.
Before he abandoned you.
Yeah. Thanks, Joe. Anyway.
Greg, we got the perfect feats for this.
Hey.
Yeah. We could fucking tag team in there.
People
Grow-
would
oh my-
expect Epic, to do really well, and then just me Just come in as a beanpole and slap up like
Oh, yeah.
basically everyone I fight.
We fucking min-maxed for this. Like, nearly all barbarians. Fuck yeah.
It's
You
unusual
guys
to
wanna-
see. This is basically like a training rink they've set up themselves.
Mm.
But typically, you get the sense this isn't probably anything like any professional matches. But matches can take place anywhere. But you need just some official to, watch the match and let you know that you're be there basically as the one who can confirm that you're you've beaten that match and you've moved up the ranks.
Beautiful.
Typically, it's got to be a tavern owner.
Interesting.
Or it could be any member who is of a higher rank than you as well.
Mm. So yeah, okay. Fuck yeah. You guys wanna hop in? I'm gonna stroll over there and see if I can get a few sparring rounds in. I mean, actually, we are on our way to Tavenlock.
What time of the day is it? Is this like a
you're
night?
setting up kind of early, so you can have like a good rest. So we can say it's about 6 p.m. at the moment.
Let's stay here for the night. We can, I guess, instead of.
Instead of okay, sure. Set up camp here.
Looking around as well, looking at some of these other people, you can get the sense that potentially a lot of people here, other than the wrestlers, might have possibly been kicked out of their house. They might be the people who were on the run. Maybe some of the survivors along the road could have all ended up here.
Interesting.
It'd be easy to kind of piece that together because people are also kind of clutching like photographs or like broken frames, stuff like that, like little mementos that they might have been able to grab from their homes before they're all destroyed.
Alrighty. What are you guys feeling? We good to chill here?
If you want to, I mean, this is a 65-year-old Dragonborn has no place in the ring.
Hey, I'll you can place a bet on me and you've got good odds.
Place bet on the other guy. You seem to fall down a lot.
Fucking excuse me?
Say something, but I feel like I've bullied enough Diego enough with the abandonment joke.
You can fucking throw another one in there.
Yeah, I
Alright.
love how the dude that's died like 70 times. The bet on me in a fight.
How many times have I died?
I don't know. You're the one with the notches.
you not
on
keep
your
track?
stuff.
No, I do. I'm just checking now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9.
9.
9.
A nice
Wow.
round 9. Yeah, that's not too bad.
I'm
Make
surprised
it a
you're not
10.
double digits.
Get to the double digits.
Once I reached like level 6, I started petering off. I just
Yes,
stopped
true.
sprinting in.
He's a big boy.
But in
now.
this case, I'm gonna fucking stroll up to. Who looks like? Does Cullen look like he's in charge, or is there someone in charge?
So currently, yeah, Cullen seems to be kind of. He's basically chatting to these two, giving them pointers and telling them how they're going to be great fighters, while also kind of like giving advice to these two people who are in the ring right now. He seems to have his hands full, like giving directions all over the place. Whereas these two as well, they seem to be kind of watching. He's giving more advice, but these two on the side, the lady and the troll, seem to be basically like judging the thing and commentating. The troll speaks in kind of like a Spanish accent, and he's like, "Oh, very nice left hook from the individual here on the right." He's basically he's commentating on the fight as well, while the lady seems to be taking notes of like hits and points and how much everything is worth.
Could I walk up beside them and like Uncle Iroh would just be like already making a cup of tea for them as they turn around to see me?
Sure, absolutely. Where do you want to be, Diego? Is there any person?
Oh yeah, I'll be walking up with Cedric. And
Okay,
I'll just
cool.
be like, yeah, not bad.
So Cedric has
Fish
a
versus big
I'll just
man.
be
a
resting in the
classic-
cart.
classic fight. Fucking thing.
So as soon as they turn around, you see the lady. She's like, "Well, hi, sugar. How's it going? Come take a seat. Take a load off, or we watch this fight. You fight much?"
I've dabbled.
Oh, okay. You want to hop in the next ring? We're mainly trying to keep warm. Nothing too competitive, but I take the points anyway to see what they're worth. These are two newcomers we're trying to train in. Yeah.
Ah, very good. Yes, I'm bronze rank, so
Oh, you got a rank. Okay, good on you. Well done. Look at
It's
you.
been a while though. It's been like 6 months in real life, but I've aged 25 years. It's a long story.
We
I've been out of the ring for a while.
If you want, we could put you against Skelly over there. Like Skelly's a nice little one for beginners. He's very good, but he can take a lot of punches. He can just put himself back together after he gets knocked down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can throw me up against the bronze if there's one going.
Oh, Skelly's not a bronze. He's making his way there. Himself and Destructo Not 3000. They're trying to get into the bronze ranks. They're just beginners right now. But we could put you up against Skelly or Destructo Not 3000. They're kind of on the same level.
I'm just staring at like just the fucking massive robot. He's bronze, huh?
No, he's not bronze. Yeah, he's trying to get.
Oh, he's not even bronze.
No,
okay.
no. We're just sussing him out, checking out his potential. He doesn't seem to be very cognitive,
I see. I mean, if
Could I now hand her and offer the troll a cup of tea?
Yeah, absolutely. So you kind of stand in there, and she's kind of scooched over to the side. She's still kind of slab squatting, and the troll kind of like takes the cup very daintily and like has his little finger coming out and just starts sipping it. He's like, "Oh my God, this is the most finest cup of tea I've drunk in years." Oh.
Don't you have like magical tea leaves or something? Or
no, I learned from the best.
Actually, you know what?
A tear forms in my eye as I remember our friend Brian.
Oh. I can taste the love in this particular brewer. What is your name? Where are you from?
I'm Cedric. Go to shake his hand.
Yeah, and he's like a massive hand, just kind of curls around yours and just kind of shakes your hand. They call me the Green Demon, but what is your stage name?
Oh, I am afraid I don't partake in the pugilism.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I am the Green Demon, and this is Rosie Rue, and then over there you've got Cullen, but he also goes by the Beast. My real name is Francis.
Francis.
True, yes.
Lovely. And how long have you been in this profession?
How long do trolls live? I'm gonna say 12 years. I'm about to go.
Yeah, trolls can live no longer than 80 years.
Okay. Yeah, 12 years.
Alright.
12 years is solid.
12-year-old.
I'm older than 12. I got into it, in my later years. Yeah. It's good fun.
So
Makes
you
feel
must
alive.
have quite a win-loss ratio going on.
Oh, maybe I've lost maybe 5 fights in my time. I've won about, let's say about 100, but not all of those are professional matches.
pretty good odds.
Quite adept. I look forward to seeing you if the chance arises.
I'm pretty nimble. I don't look like it, but I'm pretty nimble, yes. Your friends over there behind us. He hasn't turned his head the whole time, but he's noticed that there is a cart, and they're free to join if they want.
They're strange. They're just after. A few days ago, they had quite an intense wrestle themselves, and they're a little bit tired. They might come over and have a look later on.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a safe haven for everyone who's been attacked by the Winter King's army, so you're safe here. We must work together and stay strong during these hard times.
I will fill his cup and fill my cup, and fill Ruby's cup if she desires some more tea. Just continue.
Well, thank you, Dan. That's very kind of you. And she's just kind of sipping it a little bit, just kind of like swilling it around, kind of putting a bit of snow in it to cool it down.
Is there a campfire going?
There are small little campfires around the base. They're like kind of small. I'm gonna say they're small, like girders. Is that the right word? Or
A girder is a very large
oh no,
log.
like pyres. Like you know the kind of
Pyre, yeah, pyre.
yeah, the small kind of little pyres around the edge of it. I'll get some. That's why I can imagine like small ones kind of heating the area, like around here. Kinda lighting
Can
up
I-
this.
Misty step away, quickly gather some logs, misty step back, and then light it on fire.
Okay. And you're going to put them into the bird, like the girders or whatever. The
No, I'll just make my own
Okay,
personal
cool.
fire.
Your own personal fire. Cool. That's
But I want to like blatantly show off the magic of like misty stepping away. There's a shroud of mist,
nice.
and then the mist just like accumulates back into me, and there's a lot of logs and some fire.
Nice. Okay. So get your little fire set up here.
And I will expend 3 spell slots for this.
Nice. Okay. So as soon as you do that,
Flex on your new friends.
there's a moment like of where everyone kind of even the guys in the fight kind of stop for a second with the bumping around the place, and then all of a sudden there's a thing of fire. They get startled, and then one of the fishman who was startled from the fire drops his guard, while the other hulking guy just like clocks him across the face. He decks onto the ground unconscious. And you see
I'll kind
them-
of chuckle, look at the troll, and go, "See, never let your guard down."
You notice as well the troll has very obviously shuffled away from your fire, and he seems a little wary of it. And he's like, "Ah, yes, very, very impressive." There's like a mix of both like fear and surprise, and he does seem genuinely impressed by what you can do, but he doesn't like the fire clearly, and you can see as well all over his body he has a lot of burn marks. He has one right over all his eye, and you can see now, like under his hood, it is completely blind.
Oof.
But he gives like a nod. He's like, very impressive. So you rely on magical capabilities. I've never.
Yes, and I will like actively dim the fire. Like clocking this and knowing he's not okay with it, I'll like dim the fire quite a bit.
I can do that. Haha. Cool. So he eventually kind of shuffles back.
I'll just apologies.
No,
I won't acknowledge it, but I'll just go. Sorry. Just continue looking at the fight.
That's perfectly fine. I've been trying to overcome this one weakness for many years. It's been my demise in almost every fight that I've lost. Every time I almost reach a platinum rank. It's my fear of fire that brings me down. And he kind of just begins to stare into the fire, kind of reminiscing. And at this stage as well, I'm going to say the furbog is hopped up. He's just kind of mopping the floor with the blood, and he's dragging off this fishman who's now just put on ice to cool off. While the other guy's just kind of chatting to him and also slap squatting. And the big giant hulking man is like, "It wasn't bad, mate, but you gotta be aware of your surroundings at all times. You can't let little weird things distract you in moments like this. You gotta be sharp at every situation, prepared for anything." He just continues talking to this like semi-unconscious fishman. At this moment as well, this kind of guy has been over, like kind of like hovering around you guys for a while, just kind of like fiddling with his jumper, kind of like screwing it up a little bit, and eventually when he sees an opportunity to cut in, he's like, "Oh, hello, my name's Corgi Dane. If any of you looking for some animals, I'm your guy. I sell animals, pets. We got gorilla spiders, we got chickens, anything you like, any animal. There's a lot of strays going around. If you are interested, I just have a lot that I need to get rid of. If you have any interest in buying anything, I've
Answer
got you
me,
covered.
Corgi. Do you buy chickens?
You know what? There's been an incredible need for chickens recently in Orkyle, where I was recently, and I would say, yeah, I would buy chickens. Absolutely, yeah. Quite like in stock.
You can continue as I search up what spell level egg is.
Alright, I'll continue.
I'll shout towards Joe, like, Joe, do you want some fucking weird animals?
I don't have a spell level for egg, so I'm just gonna look it up
I
real
think it's
quick.
level 1, I think. I might be wrong, it might be level 2 though.
The spell called egg.
Yeah. There's no fun in getting pets if there's not a bit of a hunt.
You need
Oh,
more
you
time.
have, yeah.
That's
You
fair.
enjoy the struggle.
Yeah. Back and
Fair
forth.
enough.
Like that final elemental, I totally basically made my pet. Like 100% is my pet.
Wait, which one again?
Okay.
You know, the one before we came back.
Oh yeah, the vine
It's
wolf.
fine.
Yeah,
Oh shit, yeah.
yeah.
He just didn't want to come with you, yeah.
No,
I'll-
he was
couldn't fit.
100% my pet. Isn't that right, Gabe? That's
Yeah.
exactly how it went.
That's exactly how it went in your mind.
The only thing I can find about the spell egg doesn't give it a spell level.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on. We can say
Okay,
it's level
fine,
1
then.
for now. I know where it is, but
Oh, I can only do it twice. I will like to cast egg twice.
okay. Do you have the stats for?
No.
Okay, wait. It's on D&D Beyond. I got it
Is
here.
it, why is it on D&D Beyond?
It's in the homebrew content. So I went
Real?
into the homebrew and I went to
Okay.
the spells. So view homebrew spells. and
Pretty
then
sure I wrote it down somewhere, but I just
It's
I
like
want to try to give this
one-
guy loads of eggs.
it's one of the most popular ones.
Egg is a second level spell,
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
so I can only cast it once.
Okay.
So I will cast egg once.
Okay. Where is? Oh, why is it alphabetical? I wanted it on view.
Oh, I roll a d6, and then
Yes.
it does a lot of things.
Yes. Have you got the spell there? No.
I roll a 6. I'm pretty sure a 6 means it doubles the
You
effect of the
double-
spell that I roll.
Yes, you do.
Oh no.
When you roll it again, basically, and you double it.
Okay, Gabe, we have an issue. What happens if I double the double?
You're going to quadruple.
Okay.
Wait, so did you roll 2 more 6s?
I rolled 2 6s.
Oh god. So now you got 4.
I get 1d6 eggs times 4.
Okay. What did you roll in this? Oh, you hard
I rolled a
boiled
1.
egg. Oh, you rolled a 1. Okay, 1d6 eggs times 4. So you roll 4d6. Just.
I get 17 eggs.
But not a single chicken.
Yeah, what the fuck do these eggs do? They're just regular eggs. They're not even.
Presumably.
Yeah, they're not even boiled. They're just eggs. So you get.
Can you-
Oh, you just in your hands and just in your arms, you just spawn a bunch of eggs.
I will hand them to your attempt to hand them to your hands. If you can get these to hatch, they might help. And just hand him 17 eggs.
I will get you to make a persuasion check for me.
23.
Wow, yeah, wow. This is actually right. Every one of these could be a potential chicken if I just nurture it and love it. And oh, sure, yeah, I'll give you like a copper piece for every egg. How's that sound?
You know what? They're free.
Oh, that's very generous of you. You can just do that on a whim. You're like a seahorse or something. Are these dragonborn? Are these dragonborn eggs? Am I gonna
No,
get little
no,
tiny
no.
lids?
They're I believe they are regular old chicken eggs.
Oh, right. That's alright.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure. They might be dragonborn. If they are,
Yeah.
maybe don't enslave them.
Alright. I will love them with all my heart. And the DM will write a note down on what these eggs will become.
You are now
the
the daddy.
I have to bankroll everything for this group.
we're gonna come across an NPC with like 17 Dragonborn children, and they're all Cedric's kids.
Okay.
They all be.
Actually, as well, Cedric is gonna unconsciously pull out the decanter.
Hmm.
I'm gonna see if he catches himself.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Gonna kill himself.
Touch yourself with a roll there.
No, I catch myself before I drink it.
Okay, you get the whiff, and it's kind of. It smells like bubblegum when you open it up. Like really artificial raspberry bubblegum or strawberry bubblegum.
That's all.
Okay. And after the furbog finishes mopping up, he's like, he kind of leans over the ropes and says, "Hey there, buddy, Birdman. You wanna hop in the ring? Have a tussle with some of the guys over there? Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Hey,
I need to remake my name.
All right, Skelly, hop up into the ring." Skelly's like,
You gotta
"All
ask
right,
that.
I'm here." He starts just doing jazz hands as he gets into the ring.
Okay, I already like him. I'll go up and shake Skelly's hand and be like,
So
good luck.
You shake his hand and then it comes away and he's like,
Fucking good. Alright, I assume I'm not allowed weapons, right? Yeah, can I, like, hypothetically, if I didn't remember the rules.
The rules of hand-to-hand combat?
Are you asking for the rules right now, or?
Oh no, as in, like, am I allowed to use a weapon, or...
No, it's just fisticuffs.
Just fisticuffs and just...
No
until
magic's
someone-
allowed,
Oh.
typically.
Mhm.
Unless you go, there are other kind of free-for-all games that people play in, where they do just go all weapons out. The matches that you have to face in the gold ranks to get into platinum, you can use anything. Everything's allowed. And you typically play until you die, you surrender, or you fall unconscious. With these ones, it's either to fall unconscious, you get knocked out of the ring. Either the judge calls it as well. If things are getting too rough, they'll just call it. Or there's they surrender. Go on.
So, knock them out of the ring, or knock them out or surrender. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Grant,
All
I
right.
will chuck all my weapons down.
Okay.
And
He's
I'll...
like, all right. Oh wait, so that's not his voice. He's like, all right, there, we're gonna have a clean game. I don't want to be cleaning up too much blood. You know, no eye gouging, no dick flicking, no any genital punching in general, and that's kind of it, really. Just punch away. Claws are allowed, just no lethal. You know yourself. You've been doing this.
No lethal, yes. I'll just turn to the fear balls like, oh, don't worry, skeletons don't bleed.
Oh shit.
I just
His
imagine
head
you
just
saying
clicked
that
to
as
the
like
side.
with the most sadistic look on your face.
Alright, here's your 3, and your 2, and your 1. And he just kind of hits a saucepan with like a spoon. And I'll get you to roll initiative.
Alright. You and that one. 14.
Okay. The skeleton got a. Where would we now? Come on. I think it's just a +1, or maybe it has a -1. I don't know. There we go. It's got a +2. So skeleton goes first. It gets a 15.
Ooh.
So Skelly's just like, just kind of starts dancing around the place, and eventually, he's going to swing at you with one hand, and then immediately, just as his fist comes towards you, his arm falls off and collapses to the ground, and his next hand comes around, and he's going to make a deception check against you.
Fancy fight.
What is your passive perception?
Hi. Passive. Oh no, my perception's only 13.
Okay, so no, he fails. He gets like a 10. So you're ready for this kind of dirty shot. Like his arm just kind of drops down. He goes to swing at you, so he doesn't get an advantage. And he rolled a shit. That's 8 to hit you. So it swings with his fist.
All right.
And you just catch it in the air and you kind of just toss it to the side. He's gonna make a second attack.
Oh yes.
And he's gonna then, like, as he kind of catch it, he just pulls his arm away, kind of squats down and does like a sweeping kick. And that's gonna be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me.
And where's my? And he's gonna do 3 damage to you as he just like clocks you in the shin. That's his turn.
I'm just like
He now has no
not
arms.
even like I'm like not even moving. I'm just gonna look down. It's like, huh. I guess it has been a while. And then I'm just going to. Guess I'm just gonna fucking start fucking wailing on him. So I'll go for.
You're about to ruin this guy's whole life.
Yeah, I'm really fucking bad now. I'm like, oh no. I thought. So it's a 25 to hit.
That is.
I love the way we start the session by going, you guys are effectively like Marvel heroes at this point. You're like way stronger than normal people, and then you're like, let me fight the skeleton.
I thought he was gonna have something a little more.
He does have a few little. He has a few tricks. Like he can use like basically a deception maneuver, and he can like use all his different limbs. He's got unarmed attacks, but like he's just a skeleton at the end of the day.
Oh, I did. That's fair. I did 10 bludgeoning damage.
Wow. So you just backhand his skull right off. The skull just collapses to the ground, but it's still on the ground. The body's still kind of moving, like side to the side, but it's like
and
it's trembling.
Can I get a fucking Constitution save as well? As I
Oh
try
fuck
to stun?
yeah. Okay, so con
I
save.
grabbed his spine.
Okay, he got a 14.
What's my save? Features and traits. Stunning strike. No, he fails, so he's stunned.
So he just as soon as you backhand it, just whole body collapses down onto the ground, just bones scatter across the place, and everyone's just looking like, okay, like he really went at it. Like he went like one punch, went down, next punch like totally missed. You catch it, he sweeps down, like hits your shin, doesn't seem to do anything. You just smack his head off, and it rolls over to the side, and the whole body just collapses into bones. And
Can
everyone's
I
just
can I grapple him? Do I need to roll for that?
you don't need to roll. There's just bones. You just kind of scoop up a bunch of
He
bones.
did.
And he's gone.
Oh my
You
God,
do
he
this.
just killed a man.
And Cedric at the side just kind of go, Diego, maybe take it easy on these guys.
Fucking Diego like pauses for a second. He just sighs, and just suplexes him outside of the ring.
So he eventually pieces himself back together. They like a xylophone, pieces themselves back together, and then it just goes around and just kicks the tree. Just
Oh no, I'll walk up to him. Good fight. You need to work more to your strengths though. You need
he
to-
goes to like shake her hand and just does like a pretending to comb his hair, but he has no hair. So.
Diego's just the turn. He's like, "Fuck, he's so cool."
Yeah, good fighter. Way out of my league, Mr. Bronze Boy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, how about you go against Deathbot 3000? He's a good fighter.
Sure. I'll. Although, if any of the, I've got a few other strong friends back there. If they want to have a tussle, it's very cathartic.
Does anyone back here want to go against the Deathbot 3000?
I kind of wanna.
I do too.
And I turn to the fucking commentators like, "Do you do tag team?"
Yeah, we can arrange a tag team. Who you want to go up against? Who's going to be the champions? We got Wolfie over there. He's in the bronze rank. We got Deathbot 3000. He's not really any rank right now. Fishman's out cold. We got Bruno over there. He's just very strong. He's a bronze ranker. And obviously we got if you think you can handle gold rank, if you think you can, there's I'm sure Rosie Lee or or the Green Demon would be out for a tussle.
Yeah. What does happen if a bronze beats a gold rank?
You can take their rank.
Oh.
Do you swap ranks, or you just rank up to their rank?
They would go down, back one down. They would go down a rank, and you would. Actually, I didn't think about this. I'm gonna say you go up a rank, and they go down a rank.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I'll turn to boys. You boys want to go up against some golds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean,
we could do the classic. How would you say? The three-way fight on both sides. That's what the three wrecking balls are famous for. If you want to see what they're capable of.
who's that? That's Cullen, you and Mary, isn't it?
Yeah, Cullen, this guy, Rosie Lee,
Oh.
and Green Demon.
Against what?
Against three people.
Epic, Diego, and who?
I don't
And
know.
Joe, I think, wasn't it?
Joe, are you confident in your hand-to-hand combat?
He's got new gloves.
He has time roller.
Alright, can I
True.
go up a fight?
I'm gonna get a few of these. They're important.
Oh, I just realized something we should have done. We should have given Epic the gauntlet. His broken arm.
Oh,
Fuck.
that's a good idea. All right.
Wait, Joe. Can you make everyone one of those?
How long does it take
Let's
to
talk
make
to Gabe about it, but maybe.
one? Like, how long does it take to make? It takes like at least 4 days, right, to make.
Well, like,
Which means it takes him 1 day.
It's an infusion.
Oh,
Oh, okay, then you can't, so.
yeah, he kind of
It's part of your
But
armor.
like, I just use that as I know how to make it. I just have to go and make it.
Mm-hmm.
Is
I
there
have the
something
braces
else
with the
that
eating,
he
so I
let me
can't.
make like that?
You'd probably have to make the item as standard, which is probably like a rare item or something, is it?
Yeah.
It's uncommon,
Plus,
Uncommon.
isn't
which
Like-
is reduced.
okay?
It'll take me a couple of days, like.
Yeah.
No,
probably.
I can't use gauntlet. 'Cause have the
I am
braces of
attuned
eating.
to 3 things currently.
I'm attuned to the braces of eating, the cloak, and the iron stone.
Yeah, the Ion Stone of Leadership, the Staff of Power, and Rodgil.
So with the reductions, it would take 250 gold and 5 days per. But like, it sets your score at 19. So if you have a score of 20, there's no point in getting one.
Nah, mine's
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
What's it? Say, Moss, when you go to when you level up enough and you get the ability score improvements and you add
Yeah.
your +2, it doesn't add to the 19. It
I know,
just
yeah.
sets it at 19.
So it would make him weaker, if anything.
Yeah. Plus the braces of eating get me like a crit on a 19.
I like the idea that they're just really uncomfortable, and so they just make you weaker.
Alrighty.
All
Diego's
right.
just gonna be
I'm just getting
like
the stats.
jumping side to side and doing a few push-ups. I'm back in it. Feel the blood flowing again.
So we're gonna go with the classic the old dirty free for all rules, or are we gonna go? No, let's keep it friendly. Let's just go with a classic. You ring outs and whatnot. Sounds good. I'm just trying to find desperately the stats of this guy. I just can't remember the fucking name of him. Hold up here. Oh man, these guys. Oh no, I folded the page. Okay, thank God. Okay. Alrighty then. Here we go. I'm gonna get everybody to roll initiative. Wait. I'll get
So,
my thing pay.
24.
Okay. Okay. So. we got 24 for Diego.
Yep.
What,
60.
16 for Joe, is it?
Yeah.
And Epic, what did you get?
15.
Okay. I'll just roll for these people. So we've got Cullen, and he gets 23. Then we've got we got the Green Demon, Frederick gets a 17, and then Rosie Lee. That's really shit. Or does she have advantage actually? No. So she gets a 6. Okay. So starting off is Diego. What do you want to do? I'll just position them all. So here we go.
Can I turn to the guy who announces and just be like, do you mind if a spectacle like this deserves a spectacle beginning? Yes.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Do you mind if I start it off?
Absolutely, go right ahead, my.
Thank you. You can. I'll just do the beginning. You can do your spiel here.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm pretty much done, so you go ahead. You take.
Oh, okay. On my mark, go, and then I'll just point up as high as I can and just fireball.
Oh God. Okay, I gotta get you to make an intimidation check, please.
20.
Okay. So good to know. Trolls
I mean, these guys saw me
terrified.
light a fire and went crazy. I'm about to fucking launch. Wait a sec. I'm gonna launch a 5th level fireball.
Jesus.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Tactical nuke.
I do 34 damage to the sky.
Wow. Okay. So this giant nuke goes off, and immediately I'm gonna put down the troll down to initiative of 1, and he's just.
I forgot he was afraid of fire.
He just
I feel
looks
so
up.
bad.
He just looks up and he's just like petrified as he sees little sparks start to fly like down around the place. And he's just, and you see how also the freaking furbog there beside you is like, ooh.
Can I turn to go
double check.
too much?
Maybe just a little bit. I think the Green Demon is maybe losing his shit a little bit, and you just see him just staring up at the sky, and he's just like, there's a little bit of pee coming down his leg, under his robes. Yeah, he's absolutely terrified. Diego, as that goes off, what would you like to do?
I'm going to.
Immediately, the heat as well
Around.
from that just melts. I'm gonna actually have it's gonna melt all the snow around everyone.
Can I also roll initiative? Because I want to say something in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Sounds good. Yeah, go ahead.
I got an 18.
18. Okay. So Cedric, we'll put you down for 18. Cool. All right. Yeah, all of this, just from the heat of all of that, it's just totally melted all the snow in this area. That ice is gone too. It's definitely gone. I think it's shift for this. Nope. Control. Nope. Alt.
Fucking
Yeah. there we
dried
go.
up the fish man.
Yeah, the fishman is absolutely, totally dried up right now. And we're just gonna have some regular grass up in here. Okay. Okay, there you go. You just gotten rid of all of that. Scorch everything. The rock itself is really hot to touch as well.
God.
So you gotta move fast. If you stop and you don't move on your turn, I'm gonna say that you take fire damage just from not moving. You gotta keep hopping.
Jesus. This feels like interference. But
Okay.
Yeah, but it's global interference.
nice.
Alright. What are you doing?
Diego is going to turn around and slam his head off one of the posts and enter rage.
Oh shit, nice. I just and just blood's dripping down your face now.
And then I'm gonna slowly turn and point at Cullen, and then just spring off the post towards him.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, give me an attack roll.
Nat 20.
Nice. All right. So you
I-
bounce off it, and as you clobber across his face, it's like you're punching through marble, like punching against marble. His jaw kind of just like barely moves. You almost hurt your fist, but with the natural 20 as well, you can hear a crack go through this chiseled jaw of his.
And I do 11 damage,
11
and I'll
damage.
get him to roll con.
All right. And he's gonna roll a con save. Oh shit. He has a plus 10 to that, but he still
Right.
failed.
Oh.
So he's gonna use his legendary resistance.
It's
As you
legendary.
crack across his face, his whole body seizes up, and then he just kind of breathes a few times, just, and his whole body, you can't hear his heartbeat anymore, and his whole mind and body goes still, and it's like he's not there. It's like he's right in front of you, but it's almost like his existence doesn't exist anymore. And in that moment, you're pretty sure you got him, but then he turns really slowly towards you, and his eyes are like wide, in amazement more than anything. And he just this big grin begins to come across his face, and he's like, yeah. I don't have to hold back anymore. That's fucking skits, mate. And he begins to crack his neck.
Skits. Oh my god.
Oh dear God, he's an Australian. I've underestimated.
We have erred greatly.
Diego's just gonna let out a fucking feral eagle scream and then headbutt him right in the as he turns back to face him.
Nice.
There's,
Okay. Give me another attack.
Ooh, only a 12.
12 does
I'll
not hit.
bounce
You
off
headbutt him,
So,
but there's like just does no damage to him. His head is just like a rock. It just ricochets off, and he's just still there grinning.
okay, that's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay.
I-
All right. He's gonna take his move, and he's gonna bring up his fist, and he's just gonna bring it down across your face, and that is gonna be a it's fucking ridiculous. It's a 35 to hit.
Yeah, just about. 35 big one.
And then okay. He's gonna be 33 damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please, as his fist just comes down like a wrecking ball on your face and just. It's a very abrupt, like very stiff movement that he just goes like bang. It clocks the back of your head. You feel your brain smack against the back of your brain, back of your skull. But you get a new con save.
Do I get advantage when I'm raging, or that's just strength, isn't it?
I don't know actually. Moss, do you know? Is it just strength saving for this?
Yeah, I know it's just strength. Okay, I got a 6, so I'm probably knocked unconscious.
You are stunned, so you're incapacitated. You can't
Ah,
move.
that's how it feels.
Yeah. So yeah, you're considered stunned until the end of his next turn. So he just uses stunning strike essentially.
He did
So
my thing, yeah.
he did your thing, and you're just kind of there, and you're just kind of bent over slightly, and there's just drool falling out of your mouth, and you just can't. There's nothing there. There's no brain functions going on. It's just you're just staring at the floor for the next 10 seconds. Okay, Cedric, it's your turn.
See, I was gonna do something, but I mean, they just fucked up Diego in one turn.
Well, he did.
I only took half the damage he did because I'm raging, so I'm just stunned a little bit.
Cedric is gonna, in the moment of casting fire, he'll remember his mess up, and he'll just shout, what's your man's name again? The green,
Frederick.
Demon.
the green dreamin'? Frederick?
Was it? No, it was Francis.
Is Francis the green demon?
Yeah.
I'll just say, Francis, conquer your fears!
Oh no, was it Francis or Frederick? Oh, I don't know. Can't remember. Does anyone?
I don't know. Whichever one he is, I'll yell at him, say, conquer your fears,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast a second fireball in the air.
Can you
I'm not aiming anything, just way up, as high as I can go, just boom.
Oh, he.
But at third level, it's gonna be a weaker fireball.
You know, he fucking failed that one for sure. Like really, just. I think he's got minus in wisdom saving throws as well. I know he's got +5 in wisdom, so that's a 14 altogether. Like he's still pretty fucking scared, but he's able to like move, at least, and he kind of just looks at you. He's no longer staring up at the sky, and he just kind of looks at you. And the other one goes off, and he jolts a little bit, and he starts to breathe. He's like, no problem. It's good. It's okay. It's okay. It hasn't touched me. It's fine. He's still got the 1 on initiative, but he kind of appreciates that you're not like you haven't done it intentionally to fuck him over. Cool. Actually, yeah, that's sweet. Okay, Joe, it's your turn now. What would you like to do?
No.
Okay, what would you like to do?
Oh, me?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the only one named Joe in the party. Just throwing it out there.
I'll I assume everyone in the ring's fighting. I kind of spaced a small bit.
That's right. So currently Diego's fighting Cullen, who's smashed him on the top of the head, and he's now stunned. The other two haven't taken their turns yet.
Okay. I shall take a step forward.
Alright.
I will
There's a very scared troll in front of you.
swing for the troll.
Okay, give me an attack roll then.
27.
Okay, that's gonna hit. Absolutely. And give me that damage.
8 damage.
Okay.
Do I get my 2 attacks?
Yeah, you would. You have extra attack. So. Okay, so 8 damage.
22.
Okay. That hits, yeah. 22 hits again, so just like straight across, like one hit, next hit. Cool.
6 more damage.
6 more damage. Alright. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's-
I'll use a. Yeah, I won't. That's good.
Okay, cool. So you just like clock him straight across the face, and now this kind of really
Yeah.
snaps him out of it. He was terrified of the firebolts that Cedric just shot up in the sky, but he's now focused in on you. He's concentrating. He's locked in. He's ready. Okay. Ebic, you're next up.
Okay. As a dwarf that yearns for true gender equality, I'll go fight the woman.
Okay. Brilliant. So you charge up to the lady and she's just like, well, hi sugar, come at me, let's go, let's rumble.
I'll take a swing.
Alright.
+7, so a 22 to hit.
22, pretty sure that hits, I'll just double check. Where did that go? Sorry, no. There we are. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Doing 7 damage.
So, okay. Alright, so you just clock her right in the side of the face and her nose starts bleeding. She's like, well then, yeah, that's pretty good.
I'll swing again.
Alright.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
Four.
4?
Use my bonus action
Okay.
to try to throw her out of the ring. with
Oh,
grapple.
nice. Okay, go. Yeah, we can try that. Does she's got to make a thing against it, right, as well?
Drop,
Yeah.
kick, drop, kick,
Alright,
drop, kick.
so... Okay. It's acrobatics or athletics, right? I assume. So she
Just for a
got...
grapple, is it?
Yeah.
Alright.
So she's got a 24 on her acrobatics.
The acrobatic
Sorry, what is he
athletics,
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, acrobatics or athletics. He's grabbing her now. Instead he wants to throw her out of the ring. Essentially.
A grapple is a contested strength throw.
Oh, it's a strength throw, is it? Okay.
Yep.
Roll again.
Sorry, I don't know.
That's right. So that's a 14.
Oh, a 16.
Nice. So yeah, you just like grab her by the shoulder. She just like tries to struggle. She's pretty strong, but you're just like a rock, and you just lift her up. Okay.
For the sake of fairness, though, grabbing her is
Yeah.
one action, throwing her is a second.
It would, yeah, exactly. So you've grabbed her
Oh.
this round,
Yep.
and you can move her towards the edge of the ring if you want. Will I move her towards the edge, or?
Yeah.
If you could sacrifice yourself by moving yourself out of the ring.
It's true, you could do that too. That is an option. The current
No, I feel like that's cheap.
Okay, cool. Well then it's her turn, and she's going to try to escape. I think escaping can be athletics or acrobatics. Or am I wrong?
To escape, I think it's another contested strength throw.
Okay, no, that's fair.
I think.
Grappling is a special melee attack. Grapple. Check contested by acrobatics or athletics. So that can be contested by
Oh.
either.
Sorry, that's my bad.
Oh, wait,
Sorry.
to do it unless, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Acrobatics.
she'll try to break out of it now anyway. So that's her action to do that. Does she want to do that? Yeah, she'll do that. So do that as her first action. So if you roll an athletic check,
Yeah. Got a 26.
she got a 16, so she is stuck. And instead, she's gonna, because she has an ally next to you, she's rogue. She's going to kick you in the face, and she has advantage with it. Oh no, she doesn't have advantage. She has her sneak attack with it. So she's gonna flip up her foot and just kick you in the face. And that is it's not very high. That is a 11 to hit, so I assume that doesn't hit. So she's there squirming, trying to get out, and just tries to kick you. Totally misses. She's like, well, I guess I lost. This is most unfortunate. And it is now the troll's turn, who's now focusing back in, trying to like get himself together. And it's gonna breathe, just, and it's gonna now spin around and reveal now that he has 3 arms on one side of his body and 1 arm on the other side, and they're all covered in claws, and he's just going to spin around really, really quickly like a whirlwind. And I need Epic
I'm like.
and I need Epic and Joe to make dexterity saving throws.
Anyone?
21.
Ooh, can I see these?
Yeah, they'd be just in the corner of your eye.
Okay, because I have advantage on dex saves if I can see them.
Okay.
Which is really good because I got a 3 and a dirty 20.
Okay. Sorry, 42. So 49 halved for the both of you. So you both take 24 points of slashing damage each as he whirls around, slashing all of you. And you watch as the bruises on the sides of his face where you've punched him begin to heal. Trolls. He's fucked if he's like in a match where, you know, obviously he can't regenerate, but if there's fire involved.
Alright.
Alright, top of the round then is Diego's turn. You're currently stunned. You cannot move. You're absolutely just out of it. And
My entire career is flashing before my eyes.
and he's gonna slap you again.
Nice.
And he gets the one attack every turn. But he's just gonna bring his fist down and just knock you again.
Hammer me into the fucking
Yeah.
ground.
It's a
He gets
20 to
advantage.
hit. Oh, he has
Yeah.
advantage as well, yeah. So he has,
Yeah.
that's a 30 to hit. No, 27 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. And, roll these. No. Oops. I'll get that later. And that is...
A lot of counting.
Just 32 damage. And I need you
Okay,
to make
okay,
another con save, please. As he just
Nice.
smashes you again.
Another con save is probably gonna be another fail. Yeah, I'm still stunned.
Yeah, and he just like everything's ringing now at this stage. Blood is just like leaking out of your beak, like your nostrils, and pouring onto the stone. And everything, yeah, it's just flashing before your eyes, and you remember your dad packing up and he's kind of squatting
Jesus.
down beside you, and he's there. He's there with one of his friends, his goblin friend, who the pair of them have said they have to like. At the time when you were younger, you thought he had to just go on to take on like a big wrestling challenge, but only now in hindsight you realize in this moment he wasn't just leaving to do wrestling or anything. You remember your mom crying, not sure if he was gonna come back, and you remember the two of them leaving, and the ears continue ringing in your head, and you just look down at the blood again on the stone, and you're just like, fuck.
Just fucking floor.
Having a bad day.
Having a bit of
Not
a
a,
rough
not a
day.
great day. I had a good start, and then it
Yeah.
all went downhill.
But you remember him leaving with them. They said they had to take something on. They didn't know if they were going to come back. Okay. Let's see. We're going to go to Cedric if you want to do anything.
No, I don't think I can do that would be considered not cheating at this point.
That's fair.
Just a couple more fireballs.
At the moment, Corgi is like kind of like chatting to you as well. It's just like, you sure you don't want to like? We got a little. I've got a guy over here. His name is Slugger. And then he kind of like takes out like a little toffee from his pocket and starts unwrapping it. And he's like, hey, come here, Slugger. And he just kind of throws up the toffee in the air. He seems to be talking to nothing. And then eventually just this really obese, old, wrinkly blink dog appears in the air and just chomps on the toffee and just starts and just like chomp down the whole thing. He's absolutely massive. He's like a barrel of a thing, the size of a bear, pretty much, and he just slams down onto the ground. All the layers of kind of fat like rolling on his body. It's like, there you go. He's lovely. His owner just didn't really treat him right, and then when he got too big and couldn't really blink properly, he just threw him out of the house. So now I'm just looking after him, trying to find a home for him.
How much is he?
I've
Sounds awful.
I can give him. You can take him off my hands. You seem like a nice guy. You seem like someone who won't, overfeed their dogs. So you can have him if you want. I'm good friends with him. But if I've just got so many animals to look after, if you could take him off my hands, that'd be great. I'll be happy with it. You look like you got your hands full. You got a tree, man. You've got like some sort of a bird, little bird, and a big bird, and you've got a giant lizard, and a horse, and
The horse is he's worse for wear. We take care of our animals to the best we can. The others are sentient. They're more like you and me.
Oh, right. I wasn't sure if the guy there, the short, hairy guy, was like a half bear, half human. But
Epic? Yeah, he's
Yeah. Is he like a hybrid? Like his mom was a bear and like his dad was like a really short man?
He'd love if you said that to him.
Oh, yeah. Well, he seems like a nice guy. I don't know if you seem to have a nice
I'll take the dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad taking it from you, so I'll offer you one gold piece.
1 gold piece for the dog. Alright. What do you think of that, Slugger? And Slugger's just like chomping on this one toffee. I don't think I have a dog. You know what? That's not a dog, that's a log, but we can use that. Use that for now.
Exactly like a dog.
There we go. He is just a log. He's just a loaf. Well, sure. I mean, I could buy you a meal as well if you like. With this new gold piece, we can go out for a meal together. Or you can. I don't know. You know what? I don't feel right taking money from you, so you can take this bag of toffees for Slugger over here.
I'll take the bag of toffees.
You got
It's not
about.
very good Richard.
There's like 10 toffees in there. He's like, if you just, and he unwraps one of them immediately to show as an example. If you throw the toffee, and he throws it, and then it just eats it up and appears wherever the toffee's thrown. He will appear.
I might have to call it.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, it's pretty
That's
late.
fair.
We can say,
11 o'clock.
yeah, you can toss this lady out the ring, but the other two you're gonna have a really hard time. This guy keeps regenerating, and the other guy is a Seor 23. So
I definitely want to see them fucking struggle through this.
we can say after a while, after Diego gets like maybe the 5th concussion, the furbog's gonna actually kind of stop it because he's like, Colin, we need to just stop this. Colin just grinning, just like smashing your face into the ground.
How deep have I been driven into the ring so far?
Your face is embedded at the moment. He like pulls your head out and just like your beak's kind of slightly cracked up the like lip and everything. But he shakes you off.
Beautiful.
Can I rage and like try to spear him out of the ring?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, give me one roll. You can have one roll each before we wrap up then. So give me just a contested strength roll, I guess, between you and him. Wow, he rolled really low.
Am I raging currently?
Yeah.
Or can I rage?
Yeah, you can rage, yeah.
Oh, but you're gonna fucking turn into a plant.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
yeah. Into sand, did you say?
Okay, I got a 17 as my highest roll.
Okay. the next attack you
Roll the
make
D20.
gives that attack target bark skin. Okay, so your whole body gets covered in bark. You ram into him. What did you get in your strength roll?
No, I got it. The strength was 17.
17. He got a 20. He rolled a 3. He got plus 17.
Oh.
I'll
so-
flash a genius.
Okay. So is it how many allies
is
are
a 22.
around Moss?
No, it's straight 5 at
How many?
flash a genius adds 5 to his roll.
Oh, okay, just straight up. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that, you like smash him. You smash him 5 foot back. He bashes off the string. He's gonna take an acrobatics saving throw. And he does manage to spring back towards you with the same force, knocking you back. But it was really close. He does nearly stumble back, but then immediately just like catapults. Like he's really used to these ropes, and he just uses that momentum to just charge you and just send you straight out of the ring. Cause he got like a 30 something there on his.
Oh,
While he's
returning
against
thing.
the ropes, can I try and spear him out?
You're gonna like hit him again as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna leave this guy. He's gonna get an opportunity attack against you. It's not gonna hit. But yeah, give me an attack roll against him then as well. Or give me we're gonna contested strength check again.
Yeah.
Alright. You get a 28.
I got a 23, but I can saving face and flash genius, which
Both of
adds.
them.
Yeah. Okay. Not bad. He's gonna use his legendary action to use Trembling Smite. And he's
Oh.
gonna come down, he's just gonna kick the ground. And he's gonna create an earth tremor. So I need you both to make strength saving throws, please.
Don't I fail automatically?
Yeah, your face, you're already on the ground.
I'm just.
I'm out of the arena, so.
Okay, it's everyone within 60 feet.
Oh Jesus!
To make,
Everyone.
I got
Yeah.
nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay. Everyone else is going to fall down. The arena does get absolutely decimated. You don't fall down. You continue with your thing to knock him back, and he does like step with 1 foot out of the ring, and you knock him out.
We did it!
Yeah. There is still the troll, who then at this stage, because there is 3 against 1, he's just gonna like, and he's also still kind of shaking, like looking at all the fire around him, just like, I'm out. And
I'm gonna slowly look up and like, did we win?
I'll catch up on the fallout because I gotta go.
Sure,
Alright,
we can leave it
alright.
there, and we can find out
Yeah.
what happens now that you've won that battle.
Alright.
Yeah, cool. So we'll do these every second week. Does that work for people?
Yeah, it
Go
works.
back?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Alrighty then. Well, have a nice evening, everyone. And
You
yeah,
too.
thanks for the game.
It was lovely to talk to y'all.
Yeah, that was really good fun. I enjoyed that.
Bye bye.
Fucking arm wrestle.
Yeah, that was insane. Took out half the thing. Alright.
Alright. I'll talk to you.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.